Have you already started your tailgate? Us too. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. The Common Man and T-Bone you're about to listen to is incredibly stupid. Listener discretion is advised.
I'm telling you, that's a good pie. Blue ribbon pie. They pay me nothing to tell you.
Will you get Timmy to eat that aioli? Or
He says he likes Timmy secretly likes mayonnaise.
I know he does.
I don't like mayonnaise. Give me that aioli. No, 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 no. That's mayonnaise, you freak. Chubby bunny.
Featuring Panama Ted.
I'm a dork and stupid.
Timmy Hall.
I love a good, thin meat.
And a crap ton of random sounds from the internet.
His lower body is ridiculously thick.
You're a little stupid.
Not on my watch.
My butt's sore. Holler.
I like that laugh.
Welcome to Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
I've been told it's still technically Football Friday.
Oh, that's right. Well, you got Pro Bowl stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then next week's the Super Bowl. That's a Football Friday.
Yeah.
And the week after that, it's getting you ready for the Combine Football Friday. And then we'll have Spring Football League starting up, right? Which one is it?
You know, we do have this weekend, too.
XFL?
No,
forget.
it's
What's American Football League?
XFL merged with someone.
American
UFL?
American League of Football.
No, that's not what it is.
The Gordon Shumway. Yes. The ALF. No?
Is it the UFL? Is that what it is?
UFL, that's
I don't know.
right.
You're
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Spring Football. How do you not know, Teddy?
I'm not there yet.
Anyway, it's Football Friday.
Senior Bowl.
Oh, Senior Bowl, Football Friday.
Yep.
By the way, this summer, coming back to Toledo again, the
International Super Bowl?
I believe it's the Italian Football League is doing their Super Bowl. The Italian Bowl is in Toledo. I say we should broadcast like that Friday. That's a Football Friday. We should be on location.
What's the date?
I got to look. Let me
look it up.
Find out.
Are the Milano Seamen?
No. There's a thing with that. I actually looked this up.
The Bologna Bukkake.
No, the Italian Football League. Apparently, some of these teams come and go from the Italian Football League to the European Super League.
Okay.
And so the Milano Seamen have transferred to the European League for a couple of years.
Is that a call up? Is that a?
I don't know. I don't.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's like we're going to go do this for a few years and then we'll come back. I believe is how I understood that. Italian Bowl 44.
44?
Yeah, they've been doing this it's been a league for a while. I do know that. It is in Toledo, and I'm trying. It says get tickets June 28th, 3 p.m. I believe that's a Saturday. University of Toledo. At the Glass Bowl?
Glass Bowl. They must have had such a good time last year in Toledo. They're back.
$20 general admission, $35 for reserve seating. You can go see the best Italian football teams. So, you know what? Friday, June 27th, Football Friday. We're going to be there. I'm making it a mission. I want to go.
I'm not.
What do you mean I'm not?
All right.
You're not excited? You're Italian? You're full-blooded? This is Italian Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Toledo?
Well, what did you say it was? Saturday night?
It is a Saturday game,
Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio.
How could we not go? I mean, who wouldn't? We could go watch the Italian Bowl and then spend a Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio.
Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio.
Do
I know
the
that's
show
John
Friday.
Denver, but in my mind, it's Mike DeWine singing that song. I want you to close your eyes and think about the governor of the state singing this song.
Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, climb on top of me, Fran. You know, we got a big show today.
John Husted and I had a rager in Toledo, Ohio.
It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. I got a lot of problems today.
Okay. Oh,
I'm just saying.
More. Okay.
No, I'm going to pace myself because there's a lot of things that are annoying me today in the world of sports.
I know one of them because I told you about one of them. Like, I brought one of these things to your attention, and I told you...
Oh, no. I don't want to talk about that yet.
No. I'm just saying, the thing that we will talk about at some point in this show, I prefaced it to you by saying it caused me to lose faith in humanity when I saw this thing.
I didn't have any faith in humanity.
I know, but I did, and now it's gone. It's ruined forever.
Can I talk to you about something that pissed me off last night?
Well, what was it in?
Well, because it should have been a very pleasant evening for me. Buckeyes get a nice, much-needed road victory.
Great win.
All right. Jackets go on the road. They start their West Coast trip off with 2 points in Vegas, big overtime victory.
They're calling him game-winning goal Sillinger. That's what they're calling him.
Whatever.
That's what the streets are saying, Mike. Game-winning goal Sillinger is what I heard.
Good for him.
Yeah.
So all things on the surface, good. Here's what's not good.
Okay.
I could not stand watching that basketball game last night. The way the officials were calling that game in the second half, it was an abomination.
Atrocious.
There was a whistle every 5 seconds, and it was almost like they got together at halftime and said, we're going to make this second half the most miserable thing on earth. Now, look, if you had two really undisciplined basketball teams that just kept blatantly fouling each other, as an official, what are you going to do? But it was some of the most ticky-tack garbage in the world. And I say this with the Buckeyes having a nice lead for most of that second half.
Yeah, they played a great game.
Hitting most of their free throws when they went to the line. That wasn't like, and the Buckeyes lost because of that. They won comfortably against Penn State in their high school gym, whatever the hell was going on there.
Yeah.
But the officiating was so bad in that game, the Big Ten should be investigating.
Well, number one, when it comes to referees, the goal here is to create a flow of the game. And I understand you have to officiate the fouls that are happening. And like you said, if it was badly played, that's one thing.
Those weren't real fouls. No. Those are every play basketball plays.
It just seemed like we were taking, I don't know, the type of foul calls you would see at like a junior high basketball game and applying that to Big Ten college basketball. And I do think those games are called differently, like junior high versus a big time college game, because it's a lot more physical in college. It's supposed to be. It's physical in the pros, too, for what it's worth. Like, that's how these games are supposed to be. You should let a little bit of physicality be allowed.
It wasn't even physical.
Well, no, I'm saying
the thing.
Because you're getting little ticky-tack, reach-in, nothing fouls that shouldn't even be called. Some of them were phantom calls. I'll tell you this. If those referees have any guts and you want to say, I stand by how I performed last night, that was the right way to do it. Good. Go down to Tobacco Road on Saturday night. 6:30, I believe, is when Duke plays North Carolina. Call that game the way you called this Ohio State-Penn State game.
They would light that building on fire.
Yeah. I don't understand it's big-time college basketball. You don't call games like that. I'm sorry. I'm with you 100%. I made it almost unwatchable.
My guy, Ivan, 7'1" freshman we have from Croatia.
Ivan Drago.
He got some
name.
He got some good minutes in that game last night, but there were times where he was just standing still. Yeah. And they called a foul on him. And look, I know there's going to be some learning curve about where to put your hands and stuff like that. But you could actually read his lips at one point where he's saying, I'm just standing here. I'm standing still.
Ivan Jagovin?
Yes.
Your guy. 7'1".
Huge Croatian Meng.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's briefly talk about the parts of the game that weren't, dominated by whistles. How about John Mobley Jr.?
Yes.
This dude, I know he led them in scoring, but that, to me, is the scoring's great. You need to score. He had 4 guys in double figures. That is going to get it done in the Big Ten if you can play like that. But the way he makes plays is something we have, I think, sorely lacked in this offense the last couple years, in that he gets the ball to the right spots and makes good decisions. Yes, sometimes they involve him taking the shot, but a lot of times it involves him getting his teammates together, getting them the right look. I mean, Bruce is doing that too. It's not just him, but he's a freshman. I expect that from a senior. I expect that from a guy who's been around the program a few years, but coming in as a freshman and playing with that kind of poise on the road in the Big Ten, yeah, it wasn't the toughest environment. That Penn State environment was weird because it's like 3,000 people or less they could fit in that little high school gym they were playing in. But
what are they doing, renovation? They must be.
I think that has to be.
And that wasn't a basketball court.
No, they had an arena that was, I want to say, closer to the size of the shot at one point.
They gave all their money to Jim Knowles. They don't have any more money.
That's right. Yeah, all I can tell you with this Ohio State basketball team is we have been saying for years we want this team to have an identity. The identity is they play great defense when it's not, being whistled poorly. The identity is they have a couple guys up top that can move the ball around and find the right spots and hit shots. That is going to do a lot for you. And now your bigs are starting to play a little bit. Bradshaw's getting in there and making some plays. He's running the floor well. I like that. So we're starting to see this team develop an identity, and that is a very good sign. 3 in a row.
Yes.
For Buckeye basketball in January.
Big victory, much needed. If you'd like to hear more about this game, Jake Diebler is going to call in live to the Buckeye Show at 6:30.
Yeah.
With Timmy. And I think it's Tyvis with him tonight. Anyway, Timmy will be there. Mm-hmm. Jake Diebler calls in live at 6:30. Coming up next, I want to talk about a little image that I saw on social media yesterday. Our good friend Jim Knowles making the rounds again, trying to endear himself to his new fan base. And I don't know, man. I'll save it for next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should be aware of an accident that's causing some slowdown on Hague Avenue north of West Broad Street, and we've got a disabled vehicle that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 104 at Lockburn Road. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Bone, did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus has over 30 TVs, 2 massive video walls? They even have recliners, a full-service bar and restaurant, a betting counter, and over 30 kiosks?
I did know that, but I also know that you can reserve a table right now at Hollywood Casino Columbus at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook and guarantee your spot and get some game day swag while you do it. Just visit hollywoodcolumbus.com/casino/sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All 3 under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with 3rd row seating. All 3 under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Bishop and Friends.
I would say, Coach, pay less attention to the noise. You've earned it. You're at the top of the mountaintop. Enjoy the hell out of this. You're afforded a great deal of grace now, my friend.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Some showers will linger into the day, otherwise expected to be a mainly cloudy day. After a cooler morning, we see a nice spring-like afternoon as our temperatures soar in the mid to upper 50s to even low 60s. We'll see those daytime highs today drop very quickly overnight. Saturday will be dry but cool with our daytime highs in the 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Friday. It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Give me a number, Bone.
Let's go with number 1 for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Right. Yeah, national champs.
Caller number 1.
Yeah.
614-821-9710. Gets a pair of tickets to see Nate Bargatze in his Big Dumb Eyes tour August 24th at Nationwide Arena. It's the second show that he's added in Columbus because the first one was just so popular. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Nate Bargatze.
There you go.
All right, Jim Knowles. Jim Knowles is, banging in State College now, whatever. Whether it was childhood memories as he's trying to sell it or the fact that they were the highest bidder, I don't know, but he's gone.
Could be a combo of both.
Whatever,
to be
fair.
Sure.
He was pictured on the socials yesterday wearing an Ohio State sucks hat. All right, here's my thoughts on this whole thing. And we've talked about football coaches in the past and how sometimes, depending on how good or bad their team is doing, they'd like to pretend like they're glorified guidance counselors and not really paid to win football games. They're there to shape the lives of young men. First and foremost, right? Jim Knowles leaves for another job. Some of his former players, like Caleb Downs, doing autograph signings after the season's over, cashing in, all that good stuff. The media's there. They say, hey, Caleb Downs, your thoughts on Jim Knowles going to Penn State? Did Caleb Downs sit there and say, man, I got to tell you, he's dead to me now. I can't wait to play him next year. He sucks, and I hate Penn State. No, he essentially said, hey, man, much respect to him. He's got to do what's good for him, and I wish him well in the future. Right?
Yeah.
And yet his old man coach with the white beard, who's going to teach all these kids how to react in tough situations, shows up on the socials wearing a hat that says, Ohio State sucks. Right. This is where we are right now, where the players are more mature than the coaches.
Well, it feels to me like someone is trying way too hard to sell us all on the fact that he cares about Penn State, because there's guys like Luke Fickell, played at Ohio State, coached at Ohio State, for a year was an interim head coach essentially at Ohio State, right? I mean,
not essentially, he was. He was the head coach.
Saying, we all know what it was. We all know why that happened, but Luke Fickell was the head coach of this university for a time, and then also was an assistant and also played here, and all his ties are very well known. And then he goes to Wisconsin. I don't know. I'm sure Luke Fickell had some thoughts that I'm sure been asked about Ohio State and probably said some stuff that's like, hey, man, on Wisconsin. I'm here now. Let's go, Bucky the Badger. Yay. But at any point, do we remember him doing something that was like, yeah, Ohio State, they suck. I hate Ohio State. Never liked it. No.
If someone went up to Luke Fickell with a hat and said, hey, put this on, Ohio State sucks. Same thing with Marcus Freeman.
Right, yeah.
You know, Marcus Freeman wrote that piece for the Players Tribune or whatever it was, saying, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice because Notre Dame recruited him out of high school. And, you know, people got all bent out of shape about that. I understood what he was trying to say. But if you handed Marcus Freeman right now, they just played them in the national championship game, a hat that says Ohio State sucks, and I want to take a picture of it and put it on the socials. He's going to say, no, I can't do that. Get the hell out of here. Now, maybe privately, when he's with his coaching buddies or his family, he's talking about how Ohio State sucks over a nice sandwich. I have no idea. But he's not stupid enough to put it on social media.
No. Well, those guys who have played here, coached here, you would think they would have the most reason to say, hey, I've got to prove to you how loyal I am to this school, right? You would think, given their ties to Ohio State, if anybody was going to do that, it would be someone like that who's got to say, no. Don't think that my loyalties are elsewhere. I am here with Wisconsin or Notre Dame, whoever it is. Jim Knowles, you're a mercenary. We know that. I think everyone is aware and cool with the fact that you came here from somewhere else. You didn't have a ton of ties to Ohio State. That's totally fine. It doesn't matter. You came here and did a very good job, I feel like, a great job. You got this defense up and running to an awesome level this year. And then you go to Penn State where you say, this is my boyhood dream was to go here. When I was growing up in Philly, this is all I want to do is be a part of Penn State. Now I'm here. And then the second you get in, you're like, by the way, that tell you again how much I hate Ohio. Like, I hate Ohio State. And it's like, why do you feel the need to do this? Other than something about this job is really not it's not what you're saying. It's not that you care so much. It's not that you love Penn State. It's that they paid you the most money. Because I was willing to give him, Mike, I've been willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
But at this point, I feel like he is putting up such a show of like, I really hate Ohio State. Why don't you love Penn State? Isn't that the thing?
Did this end badly for you? You won the national championship 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's say you had beef with Larry Johnson or Ryan Day or whoever. Yeah. At the end of the day, you all walk away winners. All right, you won, right? You get to cement your legacy as one of the greatest defensive coordinators on the market. You couple that into a new deal to go to your boyhood dream spot in Penn State. I don't understand what the hat has to do with anything. That's just stupid to me.
I don't know. Is it possible that this is photoshopped?
No, it's not photoshopped.
Okay. Because if that's the only thing I would say is if there's a photoshopped element to this, then fine. Then I take back everything I said.
Well, you know what? If it's photoshopped, because it came out from an official Penn State account. Okay.
Oh, okay.
If it's photoshopped, then Jim Knowles or his head coach James Franklin, could have had it down in 10 minutes.
Sure, and could have said,
take that down. I didn't put that cap on.
Well, that was the other thought I had. Assuming this is real, right? Is James Franklin either co-signed this and was like, yeah, this is a good idea. Let's have that out there. Or is mortified that this happened and was like, what are you doing? And then either way, you would go tell your defensive coordinator, don't you do that. That's stupid. We don't need to do that. We're Penn State. We're
James
bigger than
Franklin's
that.
petty too. You know, when he was doing his media stuff with Marcus Freeman, you know, he was sort of laughing it off. Like, hey, I remember when I had a hairline like that. What are you, 10? Right. I wish I was 10.
Sure.
And you could tell that Marcus Freeman wanted to say to me, shut up. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're saying how you're jealous of my age, but in reality, you're pointing out our age difference and trying to make me feel like I'm subordinate to you in some way. Yeah. Shut the hell up. I coach here, you coach there. The fact that I'm 40 and the fact that you're 55 means absolutely nothing. I'm going to go on this field and I'm going to beat you. James Franklin plays those same sort of games. So he probably thought the hat was... Maybe he gave him the damn hat.
Yeah.
Maybe James Franklin puts that on when he makes love to his wife.
The consideration, Mike, I keep saying could be photoshopped. We got a few listeners who are saying it may just be AI. And I will say, if it's AI, then that's... If it's AI...
Well, who tweeted it out? I thought Penn State tweeted it out.
Did they? I don't know. Maybe AI tweeted it out for Penn State. Maybe Penn State actually wanted it out there, didn't want it out there, and then AI took over and was like, sorry, we're in charge now. We run things. I don't know. If that's the case, then fine. We take it all back.
I don't take anything back. I'm tired of AI, too.
Yeah. It does.
How am I supposed to do my job?
What do you mean? How are you supposed to do
How am I
your
supposed
job?
to comment on anything if I got to think twice about if it's AI or not?
Well, I don't know. I'm just telling you. People are saying it's AI.
Who's saying?
Listeners sending us text, tweets saying it's AI. It's Allen Iverson. He actually brought it over and was like, here you go. Put this hat on, coach. See, that would make sense. That would actually tie it all back together. Now we're all furiously looking.
I am looking at it.
Ted jumped in my ear, too. He's like, oh, man.
What do you think,
looking
Teddy?
like Elon Musk AI.
I'm pretty sure it's not real.
Okay.
But I'm not, why let that get in the way?
Ted's like, oh, man, just let him finish.
Can I tell you
Just
something,
let
though?
him finish.
If I'm Ryan Day,
Just let him finish.
if I'm Ryan Day, I don't tell my players that's AI.
No.
I print that up and I put it all
There
over
you
the
go.
weight room.
Yeah. That's what this guy
Coach
thinks
Mickey
of you.
shoving it in your face.
That's what this guy thinks
Look
of
at
you.
this guy.
I gotta tell you. I mean, there are,
I
they're
don't
pretty
know.
good with the AI now.
I don't know what to do anymore. I really don't.
Now, what do you mean you don't know?
I'm just saying, I don't know
You
what's
admit you
real.
were-
I know
if we were wrong, we just admit we were
I'm
wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, you're not wrong.
All right, Colin. Mr. Cowherd.
Teddy.
Oh, Teddy's feeling better now.
Teddy's
feeling
You better
better.
shut your freaking mouth. You understand me, you little weasel?
Stop it now.
All right. The fact remains this. Jim Knowles turned his back on Ohio State. That's true. Jim Knowles claims Penn State was his boyhood dream. That may or may not be true. This hat that he wore said Ohio State sucks. Could be AI, but you know what? Spiritually, it's true.
I know he believes
That's
it.
what he believes.
That's right.
Yeah.
I could look in his eyes in that picture. I can tell you what he's thinking.
Well, there's an easy way for him to come out. He can just come out and say, that's all fake, and I don't feel that way at all. I love Ohio State. They gave me a lot of opportunity. Now I'm happy to be at Penn State. I'm ready to go kick their ass, but yeah, I have nothing but respect for them. He could go do that. That would be a nice gesture, just to put it out there. I think he should answer for this. He should answer for a random internet account that tweeted out an AI photo of Jim Knowles saying Penn State sucks, or Ohio State sucks.
You better shut your freaking mouth. You understand me, you little weasel?
Hey, Teddy.
I want it to be true.
Yeah, it's not.
Want it. No,
This ain't
Teddy.
one of them.
Teddy, I want it to be true, though. What if I want it to be true?
Then it's true.
That's what I've learned this week is if you want something to be true, you just say it loudly on a microphone. And then a lot of people go, oh, that sounds true. You hear him?
You
That
just
idiot.
learned that this week?
This week, it's been more in the forefront for me. But yes, you're right. I didn't know that previously. It's been out there a little bit more this week.
All right, one of the all-time great names is no longer with us. Details coming up in 2 minutes. And I'm going to scream more about things that may or may not be real.
You know what? Those blue people in Avatar, they can go, screw it. I hate them. They suck. That's AI, right? That's artificial intelligence. That's what they were doing. Yeah. We're going to get mad about stuff that doesn't even exist.
What is this guy's name on ESPN?
I don't know.
You know, I can't not look at him.
I don't know his name.
He's reporting on NBA stuff. He's got no neck, and he looks like a version of Matt Andrews. You know he does.
I don't know his name. You're just asking me for random people on
All right, I'm
ESPN. I
sorry.
barely watch this channel.
All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We're going to talk about one of the greatest names of all time. Gooey Tip. We will
All
talk
right,
that.
That ruined the segment.
No. There's another name.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
that name.
Okay. All right.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got stop-and-go traffic on southbound 315 between 3rd Avenue and Town Street. And watch for a slowdown due to an accident on the right shoulder of westbound 670 after International Gateway. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
It's been a great run. Care Heating and Cooling has achieved goals I could only imagine 30 years ago. But now it's time for the next generation to take over. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, as Care grew over the years, you had many opportunities to sell Care to one of the big conglomerates that are buying companies all over Central Ohio. So tell our customers why you decided to keep Care in the family.
After talking about CARE's values for over 30 years, I couldn't bear the thought of CARE becoming the kind of company I was warning our customers about. I know the two of you will continue to treat our customers as I would, with honesty and integrity.
We will, Dad. In 2024, CARE was awarded a BBB Torch Award for Ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call CARE Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. The best time of the year for football is finally here. The big game has arrived, and fans are excited to see you'll be hoisting the trophy in New Orleans. You can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Check out their big game giveaway promo for your chance at $1 million in prizes. 25 winners will walk away with $10K in cash. 7,500 winners will get $100 in bonus bets. No deposit or bet required. Opt in today in the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
All right, it's Overreact Friday.
Yeah, we did overreact.
No!
Hang on
You know
a
what?
second.
I'm going to say still real.
Okay.
I know I've been presented evidence to the contrary, but I'm going to ignore it.
Hold on.
This is how you get ahead in society.
Man, I am seeing a ghost right now, or I'm seeing a... We never see the visage of this young man that's standing before me. Look who's over there.
Who's that?
Brandon Beam is here.
I can't recognize.
Morning
He's
Juice.
He's too thin now.
I know. He's turned sideways. You can't see.
He's too thin now.
Could you pop on for a sec? For like just like 30 seconds. Beamer. Were you just driving? You were doing your show this morning, and Ryan Day's driving around, and he just calls in and says, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yes,
that's incredible.
To talk to you, right? Not the other idiot on the show.
No,
exactly.
100% you.
Yeah.
Who brought this space heater in?
Robert.
We knew. We figured.
It is like 14 degrees in the morning.
In
It's
the morning,
awful.
I know it is.
Well, maybe if you put on some pants and in a sweatshirt.
No. Tank tops and shirtless only for our show.
I know why you're here, but also why are you here?
I don't know. I already worked today. Goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Bye. See you later. Have fun.
He doesn't want to talk to us.
No, I know. He's got to cut a spot. He's got to record a thing.
Listen to Morning Juice.
Yeah.
6 to 9.
I don't want to get the flu, Ted.
Monday.
Oh, I see.
He's
That's
fine
get
now.
out of, yeah, don't
He's
get around
good.
Ted.
I French kissed him earlier today. We're all good.
He does have an open wound on his stomach. He hasn't really told us why. It's just I had to change his bandages. It was a little whatever.
So he was in a harpoon fight.
That's right.
All right, one of the all-time great names is no longer with us. Ladies and gentlemen, figure skating legend Dick Button. Has died at the age of 95.
That's sad.
95. Is it sad if you're 95?
It's sad. It's sad. Because we can't reference Dick Button as easily now.
He was the most accomplished men's figure skater in history. That's what they say in this article, so I'm going to believe it.
Is that true?
That's what it says.
What did he do?
He won medals.
I know, but how many?
2 Olympic golds, 5 consecutive world championships.
Oh, all right. That's 5-time world champion. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
His death was confirmed by his son, Edward, who did not provide a cause. Well, he's 95! Let's stop with the cause all the time.
By the way, Edward has got to be pushing 75 or 80, doesn't he? I don't know how old this kid, let's say he had the kid when he was 30. That's a 60-year-old man, 65-year-old man. That's an older person right there reporting on this.
Button's impact on figure skating began after World War II. He was the first U.S. men's champion and his country's youngest at the time at age 16 when the competition returned in 1946. 2 years later, he took gold at the St. Moritz Olympics, back when the competitions were staged outdoors. None of this fancy indoor skating, right?
Right.
All climate controlled. He's outside in the elements doing his spinaroonies.
That's amazing. Yeah, you know what? I never thought of that. There was a time where figure skating was pre-indoor cooling, like where we hadn't figured out how to keep a rink cool, right? So you just had to go out there and do it on the ice, outside.
Do it on the ice.
Yeah. What's his son's name? Gene?
Gene Button?
Yeah.
No, it's
shirt.
Edward.
Collar.
Edward Button.
Easy?
Ed Button.
Easy Button? No? Okay.
Did Ted just leave?
Yeah, Ted. Well, him and Beamer are outside now.
So we just have an empty studio in there.
Yeah, well, that's
we have
okay.
no one producing the show.
It's
not okay. What if one of us decides just to start F-bombing it all over the place?
Oh, I think we should.
Ted's not here to save us.
You know what? And our boss, Fish, is off today. He's not here to run in because usually he's listening back
nobody's
there.
Working on Friday.
And he would hear us doing this big lead up and think, I better get down there just in case something happens. But he's not here, so we can just do whatever we want.
Tom Brady says he's releasing a weekly newsletter. He'd like you to sign up on his website, tombrady.com.
What year is it?
I'm just telling you. He wants to stay in the public eye.
He's also, I'm going to do a print magazine. I'm going to send that out to people.
He doesn't feel like his 7 Super Bowls, his television commercials, and his weekly appearances calling games is enough for people.
Not enough.
So here's a weekly newsletter so that you can live like Tom. You can worship your work so much that your supermodel wife leaves you.
Right.
Just like Tom.
I like it if Tom Brady is like, let me give you some life advice. When you have $300 million in the bank and you're working another job that's going to also pay you $300 million and you're trying to figure out which one of your $300 million do you love more, just remember it's okay to love them both equally. And then there you go. Life advice with Tom Brady. Things we can all relate to. Having $600 million and not knowing what to do with it.
Also unrelated, Boomer Esiason says that Tom Brady had a hair transplant in Turkey, which I'm just inclined to believe. I've said that for years. I've said for years that the dude's had a hair transplant or something's going on there. It's not real. And that's fine. If you get that's fine. It's better than one of these bad toupees that like Carl Ravitch wears.
Oh, well, you know who the
or
leader,
Mike Lombardi.
Mike Lombardi's toupee. The other day, he was on Pat McAfee's show. And again, it's not about criticizing someone's appearance. But if you're going to commit to the toupee life, there is a workload involved with managing that toupee, right? It's got to be properly kept. I don't know. Do you steam them? I don't know what you do to clean them.
Steam the toupee?
Throw them in the oven to sanitize? I don't know what you do. But what I'm saying is whatever he's doing, it looked like he took it off after a rough day and threw it up against like the wall where the cat rubs up against the furniture. And then after a couple days, grabbed it again, threw it on his head and came back and did a Pat McAfee hit. The thing looked like it had like hairballs in it.
You know, that's a good question. How do you defunkify a toupee?
I'm telling you, there's got to be.
Are there care instructions, like a little tag inside the toupee where it's hand wash only, do not tumble dry?
I think I think you got to take it to the cleaners. I think it's a dry. I think it's a dry clean situation.
Would you like some starch on that?
Well, it's a dry clean situation. You just go in like there's things you can't even put in a washer, right? You take the dry cleaners. They know the procedure. You bring in like, hey, here you go. You just take the hat off. The little toupee comes out. You say, this is for you. And they go, great, I'll clean that for you. No problem.
Has the technology improved with the toupee? Do they have like moisture wicking toupee?
Like a Nike dry fit toupee?
I'm just saying, you go back to 1950, you hand somebody a Nike dry fit T-shirt, they're going to think it came from space.
Sure. Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with that.
The toupees in the 50s were not the same as they are now. You're telling me that segment of business has had no innovation?
Yeah, that's probably fair. They probably have fixed that up a little bit. I'm also surprised we don't have like a machine that you get when you get a toupee where you just stick it in the machine, you push a button, and then it sanitizes it, poofs it up, or
who's to
tamps
say
it down,
that
whatever you
doesn't
need.
exist?
Right, I don't know.
You're bald. Thank you. You can get in this market. What am I, breaking news to you?
I'm saying I know I'm bald, but like that's the point is I don't want to get in that market. I don't want a toupee. But I don't need it.
Have you ever thought, because you've been balding since you were what, 15 years old?
14. It's been a long time.
Have you ever thought how much a big full head of hair would have changed your entire life? Or do you think you'd be the same? You'd be the same person sitting here, just with hair.
I guess. I think if I could do something about myself, it would not be the hair, it would be the weight. That would be, I'd much rather be like a thin person that just has a bald head. That would be way better.
You can get the hair taken care of today.
I know.
You can go see Cy Sperling and he'll glue something on there.
Yeah, but
the weight's going to take some time.
It's fine the first time. When I have I'm 4 years into toupee life and it's like, oh, I got to do all this stuff again to get it to look right. Then you end up like Mike Lombardi, where everyone's like, look at this little rat's nest on his head. That's bad.
You can just use it as an accessory like Jason Alexander. Jason Alexander will sometimes show up to events with a full head of hair.
I think, you know what?
And sometimes he'll be bald.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
If I had the means of a Jason Alexander, because I'm sure, by the way, he's not getting one that you just clip in there. He's getting it glued down.
Well, he's got tens of millions of dollars. I assume so.
Yeah, so he probably goes to someone who does that and says, give me my look. And then they spend an hour like shaving down his head and they glue it on, they style it, cut it, all that stuff. It blends in nicely. He goes, does his appearance, and after a few days, it falls off. He drops it off to them and says, all right, next time. I'll see you in a month. And they do it again. That's fine. I could do that.
If you were single, would you have a toupee?
No, because then the first time she goes to rub her hands through your hair, and then it's just like, oh no, like I wouldn't be able to. I'd be thinking about that the whole time. On a date, I would just be like, yeah, everything's great. Everything's normal with my head, right? Doesn't my hair look nice? Do you like my hair? How do you feel about hair? Do you care about hair? Like it would be overbearing. She would be like, why are you talking about this? I wouldn't deal with the pressure.
A line from the Cincinnati Bengals made me laugh. I'll share it with you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. And be aware of an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 70 on the east side at Bryce Road that's causing delay. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Make 2025 your year and finally feel like yourself again. Don't just set goals, allow Affinity to help you support them. The people at Affinity Whole Health, they're experts in GLP-1s for weight loss therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, and bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. So you can rock 2025 with a sustainable weight loss plan and more energy, increased muscle, and better sleep. It's all great. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com and turn your resolution into reality. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All three under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with third row seating. All three under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with savings on hundreds of items every time you shop. With new low prices, deals for days, weekly sales, and My Perks at your neighborhood Giant Eagle. Visit gianteagle.com for details.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
The Buckeyes are national champions. And you listen to it all right here on The Fan. And next year when they do it again, it'll be here on The Fan. And the year after that, well, you know the drill. Always and forever, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, you name it. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's get it started.
Lindsay Honda starts this year off by giving you cash for your clunker. Up to $2,500 or $3,500 minimum for any trade. It's Lindsay Honda's Cash for Clunkers. 2025 CRVs and Ridgelines, both $299 a month. That's $299 a month or clunker cash going on now.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
Gonna take some gasoline, burn her house down. Yes, I know it's AI.
What do you mean?
Everybody.
This is not AI.
I would just stop by Adam King in the hallway
and tell you the Jim Knowles photo.
That Jim Knowles photo's AI. Yeah, I know, King. You're AI.
Yeah, he is. I gotta tell you though, I mean, every once in a while, you see a little, beautiful woman on Instagram somewhere. And you're like, well, that's an attractive lady. And then you look a little bit, and you're like, she's got 6 fingers, and you're like, I don't think this is a real woman. I think this is AI. Like
they have some of those now. They can get it to move.
Oh, I bet they can get it to move.
Like it's.
I know
like,
what you're saying.
Yeah,
I got what you're saying, buddy. I know what
because before you could spot the AI because there was never any video, just pictures.
Oh no, but now
they can get it to move. It's still AI.
Mm-hmm.
But I was fooled by one of those the other day. You know, the other day, you know what I decided?
How much money did you send her, by the way?
I didn't send any money. Be quiet. You're beautiful.
You got it to move.
It moved.
Yeah, it moved.
And I decided at the end of the day, I don't care.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of with you.
She's not attainable to me anyway. I mean, this is a whole fantasy thing. It's like, she's not real. No, it's stupid.
Neither. By the way,
nothing's real.
Neither is Lily Dunn or Livy Dunn, whatever her name is.
Livy Dunn.
Livy Dunn's not real to anybody who's like looking at her picture. The only person she's real to is she's a real human being. Don't get me wrong. I'm not objectifying. I'm saying Paul Skeens is dating her. He knows her. She is real to him. There are people who are like Paul Skeens who would be able to date her because they are in that same league. The rest of everyone who's looking at her picture, no, she's not in your wheelhouse. That's not happening for you. So you're right. If you just see a picture of her, how much more real is she than like an AI creation at the end of the day?
Exactly right. I'll do that sometimes where I like to just look at real estate for fun. I'm not moving anywhere.
Yeah.
But I just like to look. I like to see what's going on.
Right.
And sometimes I'll be like, scrolling. Oh, this house looks pretty. Oh, you know what? It says in contract.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference? I'm not going to buy it anyway. I may as well look at the pictures.
Well, to your point, if someone said, look at this architecture, look at this beautiful home design, and they're like, oh, this is a real house. This one is AI. But it looks actually real. It's not stuff that couldn't physically be done. It's just a very good AI representation. Either way, it's a $12 million house, supposedly. Are you moving to one of those anytime soon? No. So what are we talking about?
So what I'm going to say is that Jim Knowles wore a hat that says Ohio State sucks.
Yeah.
If I believe it, it's real to me.
Perception is reality. That's right.
Bengals director of player personnel, Duke Tobin, had a line that made me laugh. So he was asked by the Cincinnati Enquirer what Jermaine Burton, who was their third-round receiver last year, did if he's done anything to earn a spot on the roster for next season. Okay. Here is, because, usually they'll be like, well, you know what? He had some rough moments this year, but it's rookie year. It's time for growth and all that. Duke Tobin's response, he's done nothing. And he's going to have to start doing something quickly.
I like honesty.
It is. It's very honest. I enjoyed it. That's all. The end.
He played at Georgia and Alabama. I mean, that's pretty good, right? If you can play at both those places. Get to the NFL, though, it gets pretty real pretty quick. If you don't do something, if they don't have a reason to keep you on, it doesn't matter how highly touted you were, how much people thought of you. Nah, you're out the door.
The NFL has announced they had 182 concussions this season. That is down 17% from last season. So,
that's good.
That's good.
Well, they introduced the new kickoff rules this year.
That's right.
Right? So kickoffs typically are a place where they think concussions have happened a little more frequently.
Well, it says the concussion rate on kickoff specifically dropped 43%.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a good sign. Whether you like that new rule or not, as far as how the game is played, that's a different argument. If their goal is to reduce concussions with that particular rule change, after 1 year, too small of a sample size to say that just, yes, done, it fixed everything. But that seems like a good sign that change has worked a little bit.
I'm going to come off as very petty here.
Okay.
Which has never happened before, but just stick with me for a second. I'm a stickler for uniforms, right? I appreciate a good one and I hate a bad one. You like all the bad ones.
I don't
all
like
the
all
gaudy
the
ones. Oh, that one looks like a highlighter. I love it.
We have different tastes, is what you mean. But go ahead.
Anyway,
it's fine.
I'm all for, because players can wear the Guardian caps now.
Yeah, they can.
It's their choice. They can wear them in games, and they say that they significantly reduce head injuries, and that's great. I'm pro less brain dead people. I'm excited for it.
Right.
These Guardian caps look like little kids drew pictures of what they think the logo is on a pillowcase. We got to do something better than that from an aesthetic
You're saying
standpoint.
Getting the logo on it, right? Figuring out a way to make that look better.
We got to look. If you want to have a Guardian cap, that's fine. I'm just saying we got to figure out how to take that Guardian cap technology and make it look like you're not walking around with a stuffed pillowcase on your head.
Right.
It looks terrible.
I think that's. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Teddy knows this. When NASCAR a few years ago, they changed the body styles of the cars. And they allowed teams to put the numbers on the car. They're usually always right centered on the driver's door. There was a number there, and it's right in the middle of where the door would be on a NASCAR. And they made a new rule because some of the sponsors said, well, that placement, we can't really put our brand logo as big as we want it on your car. So NASCAR said, all right, we'll let you move the number forward so it's closer to where the front wheel is. Are you picturing this in your head, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. They did that. Now they have a bigger area to put the logo. That change was made. And I told Ted the first time I watched a race where they had all these numbers, and I said, Ted, I can't watch it. It looks so bad aesthetically from what I grew up watching when it came to NASCAR and where the number was. I never would have thought I'd been that person. But I struggled to watch NASCAR. I still do. I'll flip on a race, then I've gotten more used to it. But, man, there's times where I'm like, this doesn't even look
See, that's my fear. My fear is, because it's just once in a while right now. It's like, oh, yeah, there's somebody, he wears it. But imagine if everybody's wearing it. It's like you tune in, it's like, oh, it's everybody's marshmallow head. Everybody.
And we're both, I think, saying, good for you if you want to wear the Guardian cap. That's a great idea.
That's wonderful. I'm just saying.
How do we make it look better?
Let's make it more attractive. All right? You obviously know the importance.
While keeping the aesthetics and the safety. We want both.
Of course. You obviously know the importance of branding and imaging because you're selling all of these products. You know that it's important. That's why the league sends you memos and ultimately fines you if you wear the wrong pair of cleats.
Right.
Because it clashes with the color of your uniform, whatever it is. So you're clearly aware of how important the look is. We can't have an entire roster of marshmallow heads.
No.
There has to be a better way.
I agree with you. Also, on the aesthetics front, purely, this has nothing to do with how I feel about their team. The Chiefs, I've never understood why people think the Chiefs uniforms are good. I hate the Chiefs uniforms.
Oh, I like them.
Oh, I hate them.
Why do you hate them?
Red and yellow, not my favorite color combo. Never enjoyed it. The only
it's more red and white, I guess.
No, but there's a lot of yellow for what it is, and I'm not a fan of it. It's too basic and simple.
I like it. It's clean, baby.
The only red and yellow combo I've ever enjoyed is McDonald's. That's it. That's the only one that's ever worked for me.
There's what about Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, what about him?
No, I'm not saying what he turned into.
No, I don't like that. No,
back in the day,
I never wanted a yellow Hulk Hogan T-shirt with red Hulk Hogan on it. No, that's a gross combo.
There's nothing I wanted more than one of those tearaway Hulk Hogan T-shirts when I was a kid.
Really?
Trying to sell that to my parents. It's like, because they sold them.
I know, yeah.
They sold where they were like little plasticky things where you could tear them off. And trying to sell that to my parents, like, hey, will you please spend money on this thing that can only be used once that I'm going to rip off.
I thought you meant it was like a Velcro thing where you could just do it every time.
No.
Oh, it was
It's a one-time rip. That's it. They looked at me like I was an alien. You want us to spend money so you can rip a shirt once?
I rarely say this. I'm kind of on their side on that.
I know.
One.
So am I. As an adult,
that's
so
a
am
bad
I.
investment. Bad investment. But yes, I get it.
We got Hulk Hogan at home.
Yeah, then you find out it's actually just Hulk Hogan now. That's Hulk Hogan at home.
A couple of my least favorite people on earth are in the news. I'm going to tell you why coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some slowdown due to an accident that's on westbound 670 at Neal Avenue. And we have a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from Hamilton Road to 270. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling.
Getting the cold shoulder? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
You hear that? That's the sound of the new Tim Hortons pairings calling your name. Whether rushing to the car or grabbing a quick bite on your way to work, Tim's has a breakfast deal designed for your busy life. Choose from a warm small cup of coffee with our savory omelet bites or creamy avocado toast for just $4. Or grab a hearty grilled breakfast wrap with coffee for just $5. A delicious pairing at your convenience to tackle the day. At participating U.S. restaurants, excludes grilled breakfast wrap with beef. Terms apply.
Hey there, Beamer here. Big news for Columbus. We all love new, right? A new house, a new car, a new phone, a new dog, a new puppy, whatever. And of course, a new store. There's a brand new AT&T store on Georgesville Road. That means you just got even more of what we need to stay connected. A new store in the 614 means now that we have even more ways to bring us together. So whether you need a new device, a new charger, or the very best deals on every smartphone, AT&T has got you covered. Because bringing people together is what AT&T does. When you're meeting the family for a barbecue or analyzing the next game with your friends who know better than the coach, or getting together for a hockey game, you can come join me, Brandon Beam, and 97.1 The Fan on Saturday from noon to 2 at 1605 Georgesville Square Drive and walk away feeling connected in more ways than ever before. Because AT&T knows connecting changes everything. Visit your local store for more information. Offers vary by device. Restrictions may apply.
Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron, look what I invented.
Jerry, you're wearing a cape.
Get Eco.
ECO. What is it that you promise our customers, Aaron?
We come through for you when you need us to.
Get Eco.
ECO. Do you know who does that, Aaron?
We do?
Superheroes do that, Aaron. Superheroes!
I'm guessing you make capes for everyone?
That's right. Every plumber, electrician, and HVAC technician. But I'm not done, Aaron. I'm not done.
Get Eco.
ECO. Now I'm inventing jetpacks so we can fly to the rescue like proper superheroes. Now say your line again.
We come through for you when you need us to?
No, say it like this. We come through for you when you need us to.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Jerry.
Yeah, Aaron?
How about we put those capes in the closet until you get the jetpacks perfected?
We'll look right when we take flight.
Get Eco.
ECO. Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
I'm Rick Reichert. Reichert Ford just wrapped up one of our biggest sales years in our history. So we're celebrating with the January kickoff sales event. And we're dealing. Lease a new 2024 hybrid F-150 for just $599 a month for 36 months. Zero down. Or lease your 2024 Bronco Sport for just $399 a month for 36 months. Also, zero down. One of the largest Ford inventories in America. Over 1,000 new Fords on the ground and on the way. And it's all on sale. Plus, don't miss our zero down programs. Available now. No other dealer in Columbus, in Ohio, or the entire country is dealing like this, period. So let's make 2025 another great year. Start with Reichert Ford's January kickoff sales event at the largest volume Ford dealer in Ohio at Route 33 and Hamilton Road, 2 minutes off 270, and at ReichertFord.com. Based on 2024 Ford report for total new retail sales, Cincinnati region. Leases on approved credit. No security deposit required. Ends 2-3. Come in now.
Get the right car at
Riker. We're dealing.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Blue Jackets trying to get a third straight win as they skate in Salt Lake City tonight against the Utah Hockey Club. 9 p.m. faceoff. Here on The Fan, the Jackets coming off last night's overtime victory against Vegas. Meanwhile, center Isaiah Stewart of the Detroit Pistons suspended for 1 game by the NBA and fined after getting his 6th flagrant foul of the season. He's going to miss tonight's promotional bobblehead night in which they are doing his likeness, but the Pistons say they can't cancel it, so it was already planned. Top 25 hoops tonight. Indiana at number 10, Purdue. Tampa Bay Buccaneers blocking interview requests for members of their current coaching staff by the Jacksonville Jaguars. This has to do with a messy departure of Liam Cohen from Tampa to become the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sepp Straka at 13 under has the second-round lead at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am in California. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Let's see. High school, Buckeyes, Browns, kids in the retention pond. It must be Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Football is good. The Fan. Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. I also urge you to subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. But two of my favorite people are in the news again. Dana White, UFC president and CEO, and Bryce Mitchell. If you're unfamiliar with Bryce Mitchell, he is a featherweight fighter for the UFC. Very outspoken, very controversial. Maybe you're saying, well, what kind of controversy are we talking about? Like, Harrison Butker controversy?
Sure.
No, like the I don't believe the Holocaust happened and Hitler's a good guy controversy.
Yeah, made pro Adolf Hitler comments on the first episode of his podcast, which...
Well, he's made disgusting comments in the past.
Sure,
this is not his first merry-go-round.
But what a way to start your new podcast, right? By the way, let me just go ahead and throw this out there.
Hey, I think back in the day they called it shock and awe, right?
Oh, it's shock and awe.
He said that Hitler was a good guy, fought for his country. Holocaust wasn't real. Also talked about queer people.
Oh, okay.
All that. Anyway.
So this is horrible. This guy horrible and sucks.
Okay. And he
Okay.
said stuff in the past, and Dana White has always, not said anything about it or say, hey, man, that's him. I'm not going to suspend him. I'm not going to do anything. That's him. He can say what he wants. So here's what Dana White had to say about Hitler was a good guy from one of his fighters. He said, I've heard a lot of dumb and ignorant blanks said over the years, but this is probably the worst. First of all, when you talk about Hitler, he was responsible for the death of 6 million Jews, and it was his intent to completely eliminate Jewish people. And that's a guy you'd want to go fishing with? Hitler is one of the most disgusting and evil human beings ever to walk the earth, and anyone that even tries to take an opposing opinion is a moron. That's the problem with the internet and social media. You provide a platform to a lot of dumb and ignorant people. He was, then he asked if he'd be facing any suspension. Bryce Mitchell said it's free speech. That's the beautiful thing about this business. For all of you who hate Bryce Mitchell, you get to see him hopefully get his ass whooped on global television. Let's unpack that for a second.
Okay.
First of all, Bryce Mitchell, terrible person. I hope he falls down.
Yeah, many times.
I mean, there's
forever.
There's more things I'd like to say, but whatever.
I'll just say this. That's a dude who's a Nazi. If you're going to sympathize with Adolf Hitler, then the only people who do that are Nazis, and I hope all Nazis get punched right in the face until they fall down.
Look,
to your point.
There's always a gray area, I guess, with an old woman like Marge Schott, right?
Okay.
Who at the time said some things like, he had some good ideas. I'm not saying he was good. I'm saying he had some good ideas. Now, Marge, you clearly don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you're old. Maybe you've been sniffing too much AstroTurf.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But either way, what I'm saying is
those comments were deplorable back then, and she shouldn't have had any platform to do that back then.
Yes.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
But that's like Disney World stuff compared to what this guy is saying.
Which is saying something because Marge Schott's comments were indefensible. So
absolutely.
Where is this guy is even further down that road.
Right. So Bryce Mitchell, terrible person. I feel like I don't live on the same planet as some people. So Dana White, by the way, congratulations for taking long enough to stop slapping your wife in the face to write this statement. That's fantastic.
No kidding.
He says, it's free speech. That's the beautiful thing about this business. For all of you that hate Brian Mitchell, you get to see him hopefully get his ass whooped on global television. Do we understand what free speech means? Free speech does not give you the right to employment without termination. Free speech means the government can't go to Bryce Mitchell's house and throw him in a detention center because he says he likes Hitler. That's what free speech means. Free speech does not mean that you are absolved of all consequences for all the dumb crap that comes out of your mouth.
Right.
You can absolutely get fired and should get fired for something you say like this. That has nothing to do with free speech.
Well, I bet you if a UFC fighter went on a press conference and just said, hey, guys, I want you to know UFC is a scam. These fights are rigged. Everyone here is pretty much on the take. Dana White is overseeing it. He threatens everybody with NDAs if they dare to say that.
Free speech.
You think he's going to say, oh, yeah, he's got the right to say whatever he wants? No, he's going to fire you.
He's going to say, you're a disgrace to this company.
Right.
You're a disgrace to... You know who else I want to talk to? Where's Bob Iger?
Yeah, right. You're in partnership with these guys.
I'm just saying.
ESPN is in partnership with the UFC.
The Walt Disney Company puts UFC on their platforms. And you've got the head of the UFC essentially saying, yeah, nothing's going to happen to this guy. I mean, if you don't like him, you can watch him get punched in the face, but that's America. Well, is it?
Dude, all right. If you were at again, I know UFC is different than any job, but remember what Dana White is. Dana White is the boss of a company, a corporation, right? This is a publicly traded entity that he's a part of now, being a part of Disney, right? So Dana White is essentially a manager in a giant corporation. If you work for a giant corporation and someone in your office said things like this, and let's say you heard them and it was verifiable, they said it on a podcast, and you took it to your manager at the giant corporation and your manager said, hey, I got to tell you, you are exactly right. That's deplorable. No one should ever say that. Anybody that would align themselves with Hitler is one of the dumbest individuals in the history of the planet. I can't abide that at all. And you say, great. So is this person suspended or fired or what's going to happen to them? And they said, hey, it's a free country, man. I can't do anything.
That's on his own time.
You would say then, oh, this company sucks. This manager isn't standing up for the other employees who don't agree with this at all, which should be everyone. I don't understand how Dana White gets a pass on any of this when he's essentially saying, my hands are tied. It's your company. What are we talking about?
Well,
you can fire anyone you want to.
In the statement, he's talking about how, look, he says that, Bryce Mitchell's an idiot and, this is the problem is that you go on these podcasts, you can say whatever the hell you want. He said, that's the problem with the internet and social media. You provide a platform to a lot of dumb and ignorant people. You're providing the platform because the only reason why we listen to this guy or he makes any news is because he appears on your television shows. You are providing the platform. Look, I got to tell you, I assume there's podcasts out there all day, every day, like Proud Boy Daily, okay?
Sadly,
where they say crap like this on a regular basis. I get it. But the reason why we're talking about this guy is because you, Dana White, give him that platform.
No, it is one of my biggest pet peeves, and this goes even up to like politics, right or left, whoever you vote for, when there's an issue going on in the country, and these politicians who run on, if I get elected, I'm going to stop whatever the thing is, or I'm going to help us get whatever the thing is we need. And then the time comes for them to actually do it, and they go, boy, if you guys get out and vote next time, I promise, if you vote next time, I'll change it then. And it's like, wait a second. that you're the one in power now. Why aren't you fixing it now? Why don't you do what you have to do now? And they go, I just need more votes. I need more people. I need more. No, you're in power now. Make it happen. Dana White's saying, guys, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to fire Nazis who work for you, Dana White. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how this works. That's how any sane place works in America.
He's got a little to-do list. Fire Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to cross that one out.
No, I won't get to that today.
Lower temperature in office water coolers. Yes, because everybody hates a lukewarm glass of water. You can't have that. You got to have a refreshing zing when you take a sip.
Well, you know what? We shouldn't be surprised, though. Like you said, this guy has said a lot of deplorable stuff, and Dana White takes the same stance on it every time. It's like, hey, what am I supposed to do? You're the guy who runs the UFC. You're supposed to make sure you don't have that happening for you. Oh, this guy's just a fighter. He's just out there to hit people. Who cares what he says? The customers of the product should care, right? I don't watch the UFC, but I'll tell you what, if I was watching the NFL and a star quarterback is out there saying stuff like this, I wouldn't want that guy on the field. I don't want to watch a game where I know someone is out there who is a Nazi sympathizer. What are we talking about?
You always have, like let's say, I don't know, Josh Allen came out and said something like that. Okay?
Horrible, right.
Well,
no,
horrible.
he wouldn't.
Like Hitler, sure. Nice, good, like him, all that. The NFL would suspend him in 2 seconds.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, right.
And normally what you have, it doesn't matter what the offense is, you have the Players Association saying we have filed a petition because that's their job. Right. That's their job as a union, okay?
Right.
To defend members of their union against the corporation. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like, we're going to appeal this. You would see a memo come out from the Players Association, and it would say, no objections.
No objections.
we call no further witnesses.
Right. It's insanity that this is being normalized by Dana White. It's like, well, he might get his ass kicked. You can fire him. Then you can kick his ass. Kick his ass and then fire him. You could probably take him. What are we talking about?
They have no idea what the hell they're doing in Utah. Details next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit slow traffic on southbound 270 on the east outer belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And we've got another slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side from Cleveland Avenue to Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by Audible. And if you're stuck in traffic, why not tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals? Spend some time with expert insight on better health, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free with a 30-day trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
One night, one stage. Billy Joel and Rod Stewart. Saturday, September 20th. One special evening at Paycor Stadium. Together for the first time ever in Cincinnati. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday, September 20th. Don't miss Billy Joel and Rod Stewart.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You'll find low prices on thousands of items. The yellow and red tags mean you'll save big on sparkling ice water, Kroger brand chips, and so much more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All three under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with third row seating. All three under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first.
To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about $10,000 in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
We have a lot of football happening. I'm here to help. Set your radio preset to the Fan. Very good. Now set the second one to ESPN Columbus. It's the HD2 button. Lastly, go to the Fan's HD3 and save the Fan 3. Crisis averted. You're welcome.
Have you ever told a friend?
Oh, I'm fine.
When you really felt?
Just so overwhelmed.
Or sent a text?
Can't sleep. Are you awake?
When you couldn't find the words to say?
I'm scared to be alone with my thoughts right now.
Then this is your sign to reach out to the 988 Lifeline for 24/7 free confidential support. You don't have to hide how you feel. Text, call, or chat anytime.
If you recently lost health coverage due to a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it was there for Marcus when he lost his job. And Keisha when she turned 26 and lost her parents' insurance. And Elena when she went off Medicaid. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov today to see if you're eligible to enroll. Limited time to enroll. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens. We're looking at nice weather this evening, but rain will be coming back as we head through tonight. Temperatures falling below freezing overnight means a little bit of mix could accompany that rain as temperatures fall. We'll be back up into the upper 30s, near 40 and dry for Saturday. Temperatures warming back to the 50s with more cloud cover for Sunday. We'll stay in the 50s as we head through the start of next week. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Just be glad you aren't as stupid as these two.
Oh, yes.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Friday. It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your X/Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093.
Mike, I'm making this happen. I want to go.
What happened?
I want to go June 28th up to Toledo for the Italian Bowl. You and me. And Ted, if you want to go too. I want us to go there as a show. I want to broadcast live that Friday.
Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio.
I'm trying to learn about the teams that are in the Italian Football League because we used to know our guys, the Milano Seamen. Mm-hmm. They were in the league, but apparently they no longer are. But here are some of the other teams that are there that could maybe get to the Italian Bowl in Toledo. The Ancona Dolphins. That's a team. The Bologna Warriors. My guys. I think it's Bologna?
Bologna.
Okay, well, whatever. Bologna Warriors. I would wear their shirt. The Firenze Guafelli.
All right.
I don't know what that is. The Lazio Marines. There we go. That could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Legnano Frogs. I'd root for them. Just saying, I want to go to the Italian Bowl, and I want you to go with me.
What did you say it was?
June 28th.
I got something to do that day, but thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Teddy, do You want to go to the Italian Bowl?
We're doing the same thing, Ted. Remember we got that thing with the guy?
Yeah, that thing's going on.
Why can't we go to the Italian Bowl? This sounds fun.
You never take me anywhere anymore.
You don't. I never go anywhere.
Go to the Italian Bowl?
I just want to go somewhere with you.
All right.
Have a little fun.
All right, honey, you know what? If it'll make you feel special, I'll take you to the Italian Bowl.
Okay. All right.
I'd like an Italian bowl.
I'd also like to point out.
It does sound like a good thing at a restaurant. Give me an Italian bowl.
Does it come with endless salad and breadsticks?
Yes. I'm going to say it does. It's great.
On Sunday, we have an event. And I tell you this every single year that it amazes me that we still do this in 2025. But then again, we do a lot of things in 2025 that I don't understand. You ever see Star Trek First Contact?
I don't know that I have.
Oh, yeah, several times.
Yeah. Well, the whole premise of this is the aliens, they're observing us.
Vulcans.
Sure.
Okay.
And human beings achieve the speed of light. Okay?
Right.
First human being to ever get in a spaceship and fly the speed of light. It is at this point the Vulcans, right, Ted?
Yes.
Look at us and say, okay, finally they're ready for us. They've advanced to the point where we can work together.
Right.
They're close enough to our level that now we can go down and we can make that first contact because they have achieved the speed of light.
We're not going to blow their minds. If now that they've gotten this far, they could actually handle some of the knowledge we have.
Sometimes I like to think that the aliens, Vulcans, right, Ted?
Yes.
Live/life science. They're watching us and they're waiting for us to reach a certain point in humanity where they think that we're ready to hear from them and work from them. And I can just picture them on the ship. There's probably people, aliens, observing us right now, saying, you know what? They may be ready. I mean, look at this. They got AI down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They've all cut the cord. They're on streaming services. They somehow are paying more money for what they had than before, but whatever.
I like it that they're just like, they found Netflix. You know what? It's time to go.
Well, I'm just saying.
Let's go talk to them.
They're observing us. They're saying, you know, we got little implants that are the size of blood vessels we could put in people's bodies.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
These human beings, they've advanced. Oh, look what they're doing again. Bunch of white guys in top hats are holding the big rat up in the air again to see if it's going to be more winter time. This is what we're doing on Sunday.
Yeah.
All
Punxsutawney
right?
Phil.
Not only do we have stupid people doing this, holding a big giant rat up in the sky, we got people waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go out there and watch them. What are we doing?
I know you hate this.
I hate it. It's so stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, I am looking at a real story in the Chicago Sun-Times. Here is the headline.
Mm-hmm.
How reliable is a groundhog's weather forecast? Meteorologists say they'll stick with their predictions. No crap! We had to spend time writing about this?
Well, right. I can see one aspect of this.
Oh, will you stop it?
No, I
do not want to hear.
I can see one aspect.
When you think about it.
No, hang on. The idea that a groundhog seeing its shadow or not has anything to do with how much winter we're going to have. Yes, of course, that's laughable and stupid. We know there's no science to that. I am just saying, I think most of the people who go to this are not like, all right, Dolores, let's go out and find out if the crops will come in.
I know that.
They're just going because it's innovative. You know what it is? And again, also stupid. It's the same level of stupid as when you're like, hey, tomorrow we're going to go from it being 2024 to 2025 because it's New Year's Day. And people are like, oh, that's tonight? Let me get my adult diaper on and run down to Times Square so I can stand there and watch a ball slide down a pole while Ryan Seacrest's remnants of a face yell at me.
Yes, it's all stupid. You're right.
That's dumb, too,
But to me, there's something about holding an animal up and, like, worshiping the rat.
They're not worshiping.
Tell us, please, Sage.
Well, it's because
Tell us.
I mean, one, I don't mind a groundhog. I think groundhogs are cool. I like them. The giant rodents that we have. They're no capybara now, but I like a groundhog. When I see one on the side of the road, ridiculous. I'm like, stay off the road. I like you. I don't want you to die. But no, I think it's a dumb tradition that we do that is more of become just a kitschy, fun thing for goofballs to go out and have. It's like a community thing, right? You're just out with people. Now, do I want to go out at 4 a.m. and do that? No.
You do a lot of things with people, Bone. Have a cookout.
Not in the winter.
Have a bake sale.
That's why you got to go to Buckeye Chuck and say, when can we start having cookouts again?
Jesus Christ.
Every state's got their own. Do they do that in Arizona where they're like, oh, it's Harry the Gila Monster.
It's Amarillo Al is here.
It's the Texas Armadillo. He rolled up into a ball. So there's 8 more weeks of spring. Whatever. Like, it makes no sense. Of course it makes no sense. It's just a fun, stupid thing to do.
Possum Pete gave us Lyme disease. I guess that's going to be an extra winter. Extra long winter.
Yeah. I agree with you, especially on this. When you hear the people who will talk about Punxsutawney Phil and they talk about his like, oh, yes, his magical powers where he's going to come around and Punxsutawney Phil knows what you're thinking. If you think I'm lying, the people who do that, they speak of Punxsutawney Phil as if he's like somehow they can get a medium and they can talk to him. And it's all, again, I'm fine with your little silly tradition, your town. Who's going to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania for any reason other than this? No, I'm saying other than this, why else would you go? It's their thing in their town.
You know what?
That keeps them relevant.
Can I tell you, though? Maybe they got a great pancake house. Go for that.
You'll never know because you're not going unless there's
pancakes.
a reason.
And you know what? I'm calling on PETA to do something about this, too. Now, PETA, I've never been on your side. I eat a lot of faces. But you know what they do to this Punxsutawney Phil?
What do they do?
I don't know if they do it for all the groundhogs, but what they do is they purposely don't give this thing any food or water.
What?
Yes,
Why?
because when they hold it up, they don't want him to piss in his face, in the top hat guy's face.
Is that real?
Yes. They don't. They starve the poor thing beforehand because God forbid you got a little golden shower or some rat pellets.
One, I would think you'd want the thing to be very full and happy, so he's just like kind of lazy and sleeping. You wouldn't think you'd want Punxsutawney Phil to be like rabid, like I'm hungry. I'll eat your face. Like I would hope they're feeding him something. Come on, little rodent teeth getting in there and biting you.
What does Bryce Mitchell have to say about this?
No one wants to know, and I hope he gets his face caved in.
They don't know what the hell they're doing in Utah. So yesterday it was, we're the Utah Hockey Club. We want it to be the Yetis, but the cooler people won't let us be the Yetis. So
we're going with Igloo. Oh,
no,
that's also taken by a cooler company. Damn it.
We've narrowed it down to 3 different names. Utah Hockey Club is going to be one of them. Utah Mammoth and Utah Wasatch, like the mountains.
I thought we knew this, right?
No, hold on. They did this for one day.
Yeah.
Because now they said, hey, Wasatch, out.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's the Outlaws.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess enough people in Utah said, we're not voting for Wasatch.
Right.
Okay? That's dumb.
Well, see, yesterday when we talked about this, I said I believe they want Mammoth because Hockey Club is already there. They could just go with that. They're not doing that. And then Wasatch is such a dumb name. It's like, obviously, everyone's going to pick Mammoth. So now I guess they had to, this was too unbelievable. So now they were like, oh, yeah, Outlaws. Pick that one. Watch Outlaws win. I hope it does.
I hope Hockey Club wins.
Why?
I don't know, because it's stupid.
It is stupid.
I hope it wins.
I don't want it to win.
And you know what? I hope there is a WNBA franchise or something comes here. I want a new franchise to come to Columbus.
Yes.
And I want to name it the Columbus Olentangies.
Like the Wasatch, except it's the Olentangies?
Olentangies.
Olentangy, not Olentangy. Not the correct way to say it. The Olentangies.
Tangies.
Yes, that's good.
And the logo is just Keith Jackson's cartoon face.
That's right. By the way, I know we have to go to break. I can do this for a tease. Did you know that Nashville's trying to get a WNBA team?
Yes.
Have you heard what they're calling the team?
Yes.
What is it?
The Summits.
Yeah. Which I think is actually pretty cool.
For Pat's Summit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's many meanings. So you can have a little sunrise, look over the summit.
The summit of a mountain, right? Reaching the summit is a good thing.
Have a little cartoon of one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time.
But they said they're doing this to honor her memory. So if they get a WNBA team, they're going to call it the tennis or the Nashville or Tennessee Summits, whatever it is. I love that name. That's great.
You know who's behind it too?
Like everybody, I want to say.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, a bunch of sports figures in Tennessee they're pumping in some money to this thing.
Haslam's.
That's right.
That's right. The Haslam's. The other brother.
The governor brother.
Yeah. He's no longer the governor. He was
the governor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Haslam?
Sure. I'm going to say Mayor Kane involved as well. I don't know if he is or not, but
is that Bill Shakespeare I see over there?
Who's that?
Yeah.
We're sending someone to jail for life. Coming up next. No joke. No joke.
Oh,
citizens arrest. That's in 2 minutes.
This changed my mind on humans when I heard this story.
2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident on westbound 670 at Neal Avenue. Things are moving slow from 71, and we've got a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And everybody's had these pains, these little nicks, these things that you maybe had an injury when you were younger and you thought it went away. And then all of a sudden, as you get old, it starts to creep back. Doing everything, walking up the stairs, doing your favorite activities, golf, skiing, whatever it might be, the summer, the spring, the winter, it hurts. Hey, do not deal with it any longer. The hip, the knee, the shoulder, the back, whatever it is, there's good news. Go to QC Kinetics. They're groundbreaking treatments for that arthritis pain. They're going to make you feel better. The long-term relief, it's now possible. They're right here in Columbus under the leadership of Dr. Ray Tesner, founder of Grant Sport Medicine and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon. Don't wait. Make the call today. My dad and I did. His knee's starting to feel better. My knee feels better. They've got PRP treatments. They can change your life. I'm telling you right now. So go to qckinetics.com/Columbus for your free consultation or give them a call at 380-228-4544. It's not going to go away on its own. They've got 2 offices in Dublin and Gahanna, so check them out.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The show that will tickle you stupid. This is Man and Bone.
All right, happy, what day is it today? Friday.
Yeah.
Happy Friday. It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Now, you brought this to my attention today.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not a big fan of this person. I didn't think I could hate him anymore. But, well, congratulations on a job well done, T-Bone. You've managed to do it.
Well, I told you, I saw the video of this, what I'm about to share with you, last night. And it made me question how I feel about humanity. Because I have always, as you said, I've always tried to give someone the benefit of the doubt. I always try to see at least a little bit of their point of view, right? On most things.
Hate it, hate you.
I know. But Dan Orlovsky, this is a video that was tweeted out by his co-host on ESPN, Ryan Clark. It's a video of Dan Orlovsky eating food, and I will explain in a minute. But here's the text of what Ryan Clark's tweet had to say. Want to see a good crime? I think he means like an
actual crime.
An actual crime.
It's a crime against humanity and food.
Here's how Dan Orlovsky eats a Reese's peanut butter cup, or doesn't really eat it. He doesn't like milk chocolate. He just eats around it.
No.
And what the video shows is Dan Orlovsky taking like a Reese's peanut butter cup. He takes a little, like not even a quarter of it, less than a quarter of a Reese's cup, puts it in his mouth, and then spits out the chocolate. Like he somehow, with his tongue, I guess, removes enough peanut butter out of the middle of whatever little bite he's taken. He then spits out the remnants into the Reese's peanut butter cup. So you have wet, gooey chocolate that he's spitting out of his mouth, which also, by the way, has a ton of peanut butter still left on it, because there's no way you can clean this. And then he sits there and is just taking little rabbit bites of this Reese's peanut butter cup and spitting out the chocolate.
This is someone who was one childhood trauma away from being a serial killer. I'm convinced of it.
I agree with you.
To do this in private is one thing. to have no shame and to do it in public in front of people. First of all, I don't understand it from a logistical standpoint. You don't like milk chocolate? Okay, guess what? This isn't the candy for you.
It's mostly milk chocolate. I mean, there's peanut butter inside of it, but it's enrobed in milk chocolate. That's going to probably be a deal breaker if you don't like milk chocolate.
There's plenty of other things for you to eat if you just enjoy the peanut butter. It's called peanut butter.
Right.
Enjoy. They also make a Reese's Dark. I don't know why I'm trying even to go down the wormhole here.
No.
He doesn't like milk chocolate, so what he decides to do is taste all of the milk chocolate. Because last time I checked, your taste buds in your tongue is what actually gives you the flavor sensation. He just doesn't swallow the milk chocolate, which also makes no sense to me.
Right. It so thoroughly broke my brain because, again, in my head, I'm like I was questioning reality when I saw this. I'm like, wait a second. You're allowed to just not eat things if you don't like them, right? Like if someone sticks a Reese's peanut butter cup in front of you, you're like, oh, I don't really like milk chocolate. There's not been a law passed or something that says you have to eat this. I had that level of questioning reality in my head where I go, oh,
not yet, at least.
Of course you don't have to eat it if you don't want to. Mike, you know how I feel about pickles. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't like the flavor. I don't like the texture. It's nothing. There's not like any part of the pickle experience that I enjoy. Have you ever seen me like with a dill pickle sitting here like sucking on it or biting into it and then chewing a little bit of it and then spitting it out?
I just like to suck on the pickle. I don't want to chew or eat the pickle. Just suck on it.
Like when I go to Chick-fil-A, I ask them, please, one original chicken sandwich, no pickle. And they may laugh at me.
They don't laugh at you.
But I say I don't want the pickle.
They say my pleasure.
And you know what? Right. And then you know what happens? I get the sandwich. Most of the times it doesn't have a pickle on it, and I enjoy it. If it does have a pickle on it, you know what I don't do? I don't eat up to the pickle and then spit the pickle out. I just take the pickle off and never have it on. I just take it off the sandwich, and then I eat the sandwich anyway. I don't understand if you're saying I don't like milk chocolate. Let me put all the milk chocolate in my mouth and then spit all of it out. All
right, long story long.
No.
We hate Dan Orlovsky.
No. It's not long story long. It's this man should be arrested and thrown in jail forever. And just to be safe, if he's got a family with children, put them all in jail too. Like everyone, we need everyone go to jail for this. Sorry, some crimes involve your whole family. Dan Orlovsky, I don't know if you're teaching your kids to do this, but everyone go to jail. That's how bad this is. What are we talking about with Dan Orlovsky?
Ridiculous.
This man is running roughshod all over our NFL coverage with his bad Reese's peanut butter cup takes.
You're much more tolerant than we are. You saw the video. Are we overreacting to the punishment?
No, when I first heard Bowen just mention about, I have to check this out, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe he's just eating it kind of, weird. I mean, that's, it's weird, but whatever. And then you were like, no, he's spitting it out. So then I had to watch the video and I saw what he was doing. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing there.
He's not doing anything.
He's not is even eating anything. It's just stupid. Yes,
Ted,
go to jail.
I remember you telling me once there was a candy bar as a kid that you used to eat in a weird way.
Yeah, whatchamacallit.
Okay, explain to people how you
It's a candy bar.
One, you're a kid. Two, you ate everything that was in the package, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do as a kid?
Yeah, I was a kid, and I would just eat it. I would eat around the edges of it, kind of eat the chocolate of it first, and then eat the peanut butter crunchy part in the middle, But I would eat the whole thing.
Yeah, there was a method. Maybe you were weird the way that you were eating it, but you were still eating it. You weren't spitting half of it out.
I did not spit the chocolate out. No.
Imagine if you were like, I'm going to buy a whatchamacallit, but I only want the chocolate. I'm going to eat that part of it, and then I'm going to throw the rest away. Like,
insanity.
Then just get a Hershey's Kiss if that's what you want.
I'm having a flashback to, it was some sort of holiday, and my cousin Rosemary was over at the house when I was a kid. I was probably early teenager, something like that. We had out a thing of nuts.
Okay.
Like mixed nuts for people to take and enjoy, and here's your little appetizer, have a nut.
Sure.
She was sitting there putting the nuts in her mouth and then spitting them into a napkin because she just wanted the salt off of the nuts.
Okay.
And my father looking at her like, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Take a nut, eat as many nuts as you want. You're just going to suck on the nuts.
And then spit them out.
And then spit them out because all you want is the salt. You know what? the age gap's a little there because Rosemary's probably, I don't know, in her 70s at this point, but I think they should get together. I think Dan Orlovsky and my cousin Rosemary should get together, suck on things, and spit them out for enjoyment.
I don't understand. There's no rule saying you have to eat any of this food if you don't like it. Just avoid it. If you don't like the taste of milk chocolate, putting it in your mouth defeats that point.
All right, I'm done with this guy.
I'm never going to be done with this. This is the most disturbing. I'm telling you, it's the most disturbing thing I've ever watched a human do with food.
Teddy.
Ever.
John Hyman. No one breaks news like Hyman.
I believe it's Heyman.
John Hyman. It's John Hyman.
Heyman.
Says the Reds may be a secret player for Pete Alonso.
Oh, there we go.
Getting your guy.
Pete Alonso.
Sign me up for that.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you mentioned him hitting there in that ballpark. I mean, yeah, he's not what he used to be, but he can help the Reds.
Going to cost a little bit, but
is that right?
The
Pay
Reds,
some money.
You know what the Reds are known for is spending money. That's right.
Hey,
that's what they like to do.
Tito Francona's there now.
All bets are off. I hope that means that they're going to start spending money. That'd be awesome.
Okay, we were just talking about one guy that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk about two more guys that I hate.
You know what? This has been a show full of hate.
I hate everybody. I hate Jim Knowles. I hate Dan Orlovsky. I hate, Punxsutawney Pete.
Phil,
whatever the hell his name. I hate them all. So here's two more people that I hate coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane on westbound 270 on the North Outer Bell at Cleveland Avenue. It is causing stop-and-go traffic from Westerville. And we've got a couple-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side from 670 to 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Let's get it started.
Lindsay Honda starts this year off by giving you cash for your clunker. Up to $2,500 or $3,500 minimum for any trade. It's Lindsay Honda's Cash for Clunkers. 2025 CRVs and Ridgelines, both $299 a month. That's $299 a month or clunker cash going on now.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Get ready for the big game and stock up on home team favorites like buy 5, save $5 deals at Meijer. Mix or match hundreds of items like assorted varieties of DiGiorno frozen pizza, 24 packs of Coca-Cola or Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. And Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue or marinade sauce. Buy 5, save 5 this week at Meijer. That's the good life. A good deal better. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Hey Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived, the only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, you name it. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100 and be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
Celebrate women in sports. Join Ohio State women's basketball on Sunday, February 2nd for a special Women in Sports and Alumni Night. The Buckeyes take on Washington at the Shot. Be part of this great evening and get your tickets at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
Morning Juice.
Nothing cools down the hot seat beam quite like a Gatorade bat.
The ultimate extinguisher.
It really is, and hopefully that did it a little bit.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All three under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with third row seating. All three under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fat and happy. Hey, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
You know, it's the end of a long week for me and Bones, so we just poured ourselves a little ice-cold Coors Light. Here's to you. If you're watching on the YouTube feed, please do the same. Cheers.
Hits
Teddy,
the spot.
Would you like one? I know you're still coming off the flu. I don't know if you wanted one.
Doesn't go well with the medication.
I figured not.
That's fair. Yeah, if you're on cold meds, probably don't drink. Or
what
be
about
careful.
antipsychotic medication? How's it go on that? We're about to find out. Look, I just hate everybody today, and I'm not going to make any apologies.
Ted, did you hear him say today? I think that was the punchline.
Specifically, I think more than usual, right? I mean, it seems like every single segment, it's, let me tell you about this person that I hate.
Well, you know what, though? But all right, so far, the list of people we went through, when we thought Jim Knowles wore a dumb hat, we hated him.
I
we
still choose to believe it.
We still hate him just because he left Ohio State.
Jim Knowles, hate him.
All right. Then we had the guy who was like, Hitler was cool.
Hitler cool, and then Dana White.
Dana White being like, what am I going to do? Hate those guys.
Yeah, hate him.
We just had Dan Orlovsky eating a Reese's peanut butter cup in the most unbelievable way I've ever seen in my life, and I think he should be thrown in jail for it. So have we had any so far that again,
Groundhog Day, and everyone who celebrates it, the idiots in the top hats, and
that's right,
the animals hate it all.
Okay. So most of that I think is justified. Almost all of that I would say is totally justified.
Timmy just popped in. Hate him.
Why do you hate Timmy?
His back hurts today. I couldn't play ping pong with him.
Well, Timmy.
What's so bad about that? Just to enjoy yourself on a Friday.
I want to enjoy myself playing ping pong
on a fireball
with you.
Over there?
What are you sucking on?
I do have a little sucking candy in right now.
Is it a Ricola?
Ricola.
Well, that's
it's not really a candy, but they taste good.
It's candy.
I would suck on them
candy.
even if I didn't have a sore throat.
You would?
Oh, I love Ricolas.
Yeah.
You like a Ricola?
I suck them every day.
With the medicinal taste
It's not medicinal. It's
herbal.
Oh.
Yes, they're herbs.
It's disgusting.
From the mountains of the Alps.
Yes.
Never liked them.
Alps?
The Swiss Alps.
Yes, I always get confused. Alps, they're Andes, South America.
What do they call that?
They all have candy involved, but yes.
What do they call that big thing in the commercials? Is that a Matterhorn? Yeah. Or a...
It's the thing that we should use to dot the I.
Oh, that big...
You can't dot an I with that.
You can dot the I, baby.
You can't be dragging it.
You can't carry that thing.
It's 30 feet long.
It's got its own stand. I don't think it's called a Matterhorn. I think... I mean, if it is...
It can't be a Matterhorn.
That's like a mountain.
Yeah. The Matterhorn is in Switzerland, right?
I believe so. Isn't that where these are coming from?
Ricola.
Where does Ricola come from?
The Alps are vast, though.
The Alps go through the Alps and the Alps. The Alps go through Italy, Switzerland, all those places.
It's called an Alphorn.
An Alphorn.
Alphorn.
Okay.
Yeah. A traditional wind instrument from the European Alps that is often made from a single piece of wood. Single piece.
Oh,
That's
fascinating.
Think about that. Think about the craftsmanship that has to take place for you to make that big thing from a single piece of wood.
That's no big deal, considering I carved it out of one block of wood. Put so much damn lacquer on that thing.
Okay.
Are you quoting something?
Now I know where. Yes, he is. He's Pete the parents.
You didn't get. You didn't get the first part.
I got the lacquer. When you got to lacquer, yeah, I got you there.
Lacquer.
Yeah.
Who you got? Rothman here?
No, I just know this. I would like to try one of those giant horns. What are they called?
Alphorn.
Alphorn.
I would like to try that too. That sounds like a good time.
It also sounds like a guy named Al. You go to his house and say, "What's on your TV?" He's like, "Oh, that's just my Alphorn." Yeah.
He likes Al Roker porn.
Better than Alf porn. I mean, that could be really bad.
I'd rather watch Alf porn than Al Roker porn.
You would?
Yes. Roker is the last thing I would ever want to see. Him and his fancy glasses.
You don't think Al Roker can throw down in the bedroom?
No, I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's fine.
Great. He's a tender lover.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear Al Roker and tender lover. What's the matter with you?
Haven't you heard him talk? I mean, he talks about the weather. He makes you feel good in the morning.
He listens to Aaron Neville songs while it happens.
Yeah, that's right.
Coco Bata. What was I going to say? I was going to yell at somebody else. Can I yell at somebody else, please?
There's a low pressure system coming through your loins right now. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah.
Who's he married to? He's married
What's
to...
your barometric pressure?
Another television news personality.
Is he?
Yes.
I didn't know
I
that.
I forget what his wife's name is.
It's not Izzy.
No.
It's Izzy Mandelbaum.
No, yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know that about him.
Who is it, Teddy? Teddy's going to look it up. Who's Al Roker married to? It's another television news person.
Is he still on Today Show?
Yeah. Teddy.
He's married to Deborah Roberts.
That's right, Deborah Roberts.
Deborah Roberts.
She's a ABC News senior national affairs correspondent.
Yeah, I know Deborah.
If you've known her, you've seen her.
Deborah Roberts.
Yeah.
I didn't know those two were married.
Yeah, they've been banging.
That's great. Competing networks and everything.
Different times of day.
He is related to Lenny Kravitz.
He is?
Yeah, it says paternal second cousin. No, they don't.
I actually now want to see Al Roker in a Lenny Kravitz outfit. That would be awesome. With the leather pants and the big scarf.
That'll make you want to get away.
It's good.
Have you seen Lenny Kravitz recently?
He still looks fantastic.
I mean, he looks like he's 30 years old.
He's a god. Yeah, he looks incredible.
Well, did you ever see the video of him when he was wearing like some really tight pants and he kind of was at a concert? I mean, he's singing and he bends over and he kind of like crouching down. And unfortunately, the pants split. And
because his buttocks are so firm.
Let me tell you.
Sublime.
Lenny Kravitz is working with something.
What do you mean he's working with something?
Because he does. What do you think he wears in the leather pants? You think he's wearing like long underwear? He has no underwear on. So the pants split and out. Oh, yeah. He was on. He was doing all right.
Impressive?
Impressive. Yeah. He's doing okay.
60 years old.
Yeah, he is. He's been singing for a long time. I mean, that song, I remember listening on this very radio station, Terry Smith, The Voice, used to be the voice of the Buckeyes. Terry Smith works out with the Angels still, I want to say.
He's been there 20-some years, I think.
But Terry Smith used to host a midday show here, and on that midday show, the intro was a Lenny Kravitz song. Like, I to this day remember that. That was when I was like in junior high. I'm in my 40s. What are we talking about? This is a long time.
What other song is a hit of his besides that Want to Get Away?
Well, I mean, you have American Woman, right?
That was a cover.
But that's a cover, but that's a good version. That was a big one for him.
He's had a lot of songs.
He has that, you said, Are You Gonna Go My Way? Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Yeah.
That was the intro, I think, to The Voices show, right, Teddy?
Yeah.
Fly Away.
That's I Want to Get Away.
I Want to Fly Away. Yeah. What else you got? Name me a couple other ones.
I'm out. Okay. Hey, listen.
We like him, though.
We like him.
Try and follow me here.
Okay.
If I could go back in time and be a fly on the wall and watch any two people do it.
Okay.
In the history of the world, I think I'd go back to 1988 and watch him and Lisa Bonet.
Oh.
I mean, just like the two of them in their prime. My God.
Lenny and Lisa?
My God.
Making this your comment is correct, but making that whole thing for me is Timmy's mic was on and I could hear Ted being like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Oh man.
There was no like, well, let me think about that. Ted's usually very measured. He was like 100% right.
I know where he's going with that.
Yeah. That's
and
right.
Teddy, am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
All right.
I mean, two very attractive / handsome people, right?
Bill Cosby, no likey, the Angel Heart.
What was that? I don't know what that is.
It was a movie. It was a dirty movie that she made with, was it Mickey Rooney?
Oh, okay.
Mickey Rourke, not Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rourke.
No. Oh, God.
That's a nightmare.
Mickey Rooney.
And so Cosby got all pissed off at her and like had her fired from the show. That's why he sent her to a different world.
I didn't know that.
He's like, get out of here. That's not wholesome.
Like,
I need my kids to be wholesome. Now, hold on. Let me go rape this woman.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to go drug someone now. Excuse me. Oh, I'm blind, so I guess this will be allowed later. They'll let me out of jail early because I'm apparently going blind.
All right, can I please yell at the person I was going to yell at?
Who are you going to yell at?
No, we got to take a break now. All right, top of the 5 o'clock hour, next hour. I got two people, my own people, Italian Americans.
Oh.
That I'm going to call out and take to the woodshed. That's
All
coming
right.
up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a 10-minute slowdown due to an accident that's on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt at Cleveland Avenue. It's moving slow from 161. And we've got slower traffic on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
It's really been amazing, the amount of people that I've had contact me, and the talk is generally centered around QC Kinetics, and whether it's a knee, whether it's a back, a hip, shoulder.
He's always happy to talk about how QC Kinetics all-natural regenerative treatments finally gave him relief without surgery. That's former pro football player Bobby Carpenter.
My message to them is do not wait and push off a week, a month, whatever it is. So if you want to feel better this summer, now would be the time to get in. If you want to feel better in the fall, make sure that you're getting in here so you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Spoken by a man who experienced relief firsthand. QC Kinetics gave this former pro athlete back his mobility, his activity, and they'll do the same for you.
Has really helped me in just my general quality of life.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Through the magic of modern technology, I'm coming to you from inside your garbage disposal.
Hey, what are you doing down here?
I was telling folks about Who are you?
Garbage disposal monster. I eat the things people put in here. Nom 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 nom.
Oh?
Sometimes I get sick.
I was just about to say, the pros who knows from Apex are brilliant at fixing garbage disposals. You're really a monster?
Look here. These teeth, they're all busted.
Oh.
They're for food, not forks. You hear up there?
Gee, what else?
Crazy noises like clingety, 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 clingety. Call Apex Pros.
Sure.
Sometimes I smell funny.
I didn't want to draw attention to it.
Call Apex Pros.
And what's going on now there?
Smoking. It's a bad habit. We're not supposed to smoke.
Well, you heard it straight from the garbage disposal monster. Call the pros who knows. Apex Pros.
Hi, it's Alex, the Apex Bear. We are the pros who knows, the official plumber of the Columbus Blue Jackets. ApexPros.com.
Nom 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 nom.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Get ready to make the big game even bigger at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. With 2 massive jumbotrons, over 50 feet of screen, and more than 30 TVs, you won't miss a single play, touchdown, or highlight. Fuel your game with mouthwatering food and bucket specials. Plus, warm up with our pregame cornhole toss for your chance to win big before kickoff. Reserve your table now for the best seat in the house. Visit HollywoodColumbus.com for more details. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Blue Jackets continue the road trip skating in Salt Lake City tonight against the Utah Hockey Club. Columbus coming off their overtime win at Vegas and trying for a third straight win. 9 o'clock faceoff right here on The Fan. Veteran forward Brandon Saad has signed a deal to join the Vegas Golden Knights for the rest of the season. This follows a move earlier this week when Saad was put on waivers by St. Louis. Top 25 hoops tonight. Indiana at number 10, Purdue. And according to reports, the NFL's Tampa Bay Buccaneers are blocking interview requests for members of their coaching staff by Jacksonville. This after the messy departure of Liam Cohen from Tampa to become the Jaguars' new head coach. Golf second round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Sepp Straka, the leader, at 14 under par. Lim Kim leads at 10 under par at the LPGA Tournament of Champions. That going on in Orlando, Florida. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Never have I been so excited to get a whiff of sweaty jock straps. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Yay, football, The Fan. And from every dime a dog night in the Midwest,
Because he's fat.
Here's Man and Bone.
You know, when you look back on our body of work today specifically, we've really accomplished nothing, which, I mean, we did talk about Lenny Kravitz's genitals.
A little bit. Yeah, we got into that.
I took a look at Baines in the shower. He looks like all of Australia. He is really put together.
Hey, you know, I mean, what are you going to do? It's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. What am I supposed to say? I didn't see it. I saw it.
You were proud of it.
Well, I saw it.
You were proud of him.
What do you mean? I'm happy for him. I mean, it's really what it is. I'm just, I'm glad for that guy. Good for you.
I'll be the opposite.
What's that?
Mine will bust out and you'll be like, what the hell? What is that?
Well, you said
it's nubbin.
I don't know that you would see the maybe the Frank, but the beans you would see, right?
The beans, I'd be stepping on the beans.
Right,
I need a bra for my beans.
Yeah, I cannot remember which comedian called it the cash and prizes, but I think that's a great way to refer to your genitalia.
I think that was a Dane Cook line.
I think you're right. It's the cash and prizes is Dane Cook. You're exactly right.
Once upon a time, he was playing like huge arenas. Dane Cook.
Yeah, but he's weird now.
What do you mean now? All comedians are weird.
No. Because he fell off. Remember his manager, I think, stole all his money? Dane Cook. I want to say his manager might have been his brother, come to think of it. Anyway, I believe now Dane Cook, who is in his 50s, is dating a girl who it's like, I think at the time when they started dating, it was like she was just turning 18. And then it was like, we met 3 years ago, and it's like, hey. It was something weird that.
They met, they knew each other.
It's a little weird.
She came to the house and she was trick-or-treating, but nothing romantic happened.
I don't know that anything bad happened. I'm just saying I remember seeing people talking about how that was a weird situation. That's all.
I'll tell you what, if you're ever in the rare position where you're saying, man, I've been aroused for too long, turn on Around the Horn and look at Bob Ryan. You'll never get aroused again.
Yeah, man.
My God. He's a walking candy apple. He's like a ghoul.
Walking candy apple. It is an age where your neck has not kept up with the girth of the neck has not kept up with the width of the head. I don't know.
My God.
I don't know how that happens, but that's where we're at. And it's a little disturbing.
Look,
he's been on TV
I'm
for
not
30
the most
years.
attractive person in the world. I understand that, but I mean, they have the Crypt Keeper on as a panelist. He is the Crypt Keeper.
Just know if you're watching this clip on YouTube, I am very aware. I don't have a face for TV. I got into radio. They put cameras in here.
They put us on
after
TV.
I started working here.
We don't want to be on TV.
No. Bob Ryan is a newspaper guy.
He's 100.
He could just be the newspaper guy, but instead he goes on ESPN. He goes on a show where also it's not like he's on ESPN SportsCenter where they're like, well, here's Bob Ryan standing in front of a screen and it's his whole body and you're talking. He's on a talking head show where they literally just show his head and neck area, which is not a great look for him.
I thought they canceled this show. Why is it still on?
It's going
Please
to
go away.
Go away at some point?
I hope it does. Go away.
Oh, no. All the sports media people were like, not our Around the Horn. No.
All right, I'm sorry. I won't make fun of Around the Horn ever again or Greg Olson.
What if Greg Olson was on Around the Horn?
Couldn't.
No.
Greg Olson's too big for Around the Horn.
There would be too much arousal in the sports media community. There would be people just driving off the road. They couldn't handle it.
But then again, you would look at Bob Ryan
and say,
instantly say, well, I'm cured of that. Never again. Hey, John Calipari is making his return to Kentucky tomorrow.
Oh, that is someone else you hate. I forgot about that.
And Rupp Arena as an opposing coach. He left to go to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino, who, of course, coached at Kentucky, not there anymore, but for some reason has a need to fill in. Speaking of looking like a ghoul, Rick Pitino.
Boy.
Rick Pitino says that everyone should give him a standing ovation. He said, that's the way it should be. None of this negativity. You know what? I'm so sick and tired of everybody from the outside telling fan bases how to behave. Look, I've said it a million times. In the proper forum, it is acceptable to boo your head off. It is not acceptable if you see John Calipari at the grocery store to approach him and heckle him. It is not acceptable to go to his house or call his wife. You get the cell phone. None of that. I claim none of that. I want none of that. But if you're in the arena, this guy left you, whether you wanted him gone or not. He left you. He went to another school in the conference where now they suck, and you're having a much better season than him. That's what sports is about. You have your heroes and you have your villains. Rick Pitino, shut up. Go back to an Italian restaurant, have a calamari, and impregnate someone, okay? That's all you're good for right now, you ghoul. That's my line of the day. Elliot Ghoul.
Everybody's a ghoul.
Everybody's a ghoul.
No, but to your point, if you were watching pro wrestling, right? The pro wrestlers, it's obviously an act. It's a fun thing they're doing. But a lot of those guys, they like playing the heel more than they like playing the good guy. Because you go out there and everybody, you got a whole arena full of people booing you. There are people who relish that in sports. And then there are some people who, I don't know, get very uptight about it. And like, how dare you boo me? Don't you know who I've done and what I've done and who I am, all that stuff. Like, John Calipari strikes me as a guy who at least will understand walking into that arena tomorrow night. Yeah, I get it.
He should understand.
If you're booing me, I took a big payday to leave and go to Arkansas, which, like you said, they wanted him out of there anyway. But then he went to Arkansas, and he took most of their players with him. They're not having a good season. Kentucky is. But I've seen multiple Kentucky beat writers and people who cover this team saying there is a time for perspective. There is a time to appreciate what John Calipari did for Kentucky. Tomorrow's not that day. Like, it's not going to be this weekend. It's not going to be when he walks out there.
Fresh.
You boo him and you move on.
It's too new. And by the way, God forbid you actually have some sort of atmosphere. Like I saw something from Matt Ryan last week. It was, fans don't want to watch games where it's snowing sideways. I do.
Yeah.
I do. All right, that's fun.
Let me ask this question. Who are like who would be two boring teams to you in the NFL? Let's say, like, I don't know. For me, it would be like Jets and Patriots this year.
Sure.
Game I don't care about at all. But if I flip across and I see Jets Patriots and it's like half a foot of snow and I see, Aaron Rodgers out there trying to clear off the line so he can get the ball snapped, then I'm watching that game just because it's covered in snow. I like adversity. I like the extra story to these games. If I see that a guy's getting booed mercilessly for some reason in a game, I'm probably going to stick around and watch that for a moment to figure out what the hell's going on.
Intangibles matter, okay? If they didn't, then Ivan Drago would win in Rocky IV.
Yeah.
He was the superior athlete. But some things can turn the game. First of all, I would never even flip this game on tomorrow. Kentucky and Arkansas, what do I care? All right? Yeah. But because I know this arena is going to be hot, they're going to get my eyeballs for at least a little while. To your point, if you turn on Patriots and Jets, and these are two teams that can't move the football and have no hope of playing in the playoffs, but all of a sudden they're playing in a monsoon, a gorilla monsoon, or a blizzard, it's gonna at least keep your attention for a little while, longer than it would.
Yeah. I don't see why. Again, don't throw batteries at people if you're in the stands. That's not cool.
No,
we're not talking about
stop.
that. We're not talking about accosting people outside of that arena. We are talking about if you boo someone who is a villain in that arena in the moment that the sport is happening.
He's a villain.
That's fine. And I hope that the boos are loud. I'll tell you, right before that game is going to be North Carolina and Duke. And you can guarantee that the home fans will be booing the away team because that's a rivalry, and it doesn't matter who's playing. It doesn't matter who's ranked higher. It doesn't matter who's more likely to win the game. And everything you're going to read on ESPN is about how this is great for college basketball. We need rivalries like this in college basketball. Right. So we don't have a rivalry between Kentucky and Arkansas necessarily right now.
Now you do.
Until this happened. Now it is for a few minutes or maybe a couple years, whatever. We'll take that. Yeah, and I'm guessing John Calipari probably looks at all those people and says, good, you should be booing me. And I'll hope that we beat you. I hope we win. But I'm sure he's not going to come out in that press conference afterwards and say, where is this coming from? He's not going to be shocked by that.
John Calipari, what a loser, has an Italian last name, but I don't claim him. John Calipari, you suck. Yeah.
Who's that goober?
I was waiting for that.
My God. Who was that guy, Teddy? The young Mang.
Yeah, early common man.
That was Mark Riccardi.
No pubes.
Pre-CM.
Pre-CM sounds really dirty, man. I'm just saying. Pre-CM. Don't like that one bit.
Yeah.
All that's missing is you.
Fat Boy Food Tip. Coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to find traffic is stop and go and causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and 11th Avenue. And we've got a little bit of a delay on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at Tri-State Men's Health. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Let's get it started.
Lindsay Honda starts this year off by giving you cash for your clunker. Up to $2,500 or $3,500 minimum for any trade. It's Lindsay Honda's Cash for Clunkers. 2025 CRVs and Ridgelines, both $299 a month. That's $299 a month or clunker cash going on now.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness. Beautifully marbled, beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef. And more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good. But bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Home values in Columbus are sky high, and you have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market has peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's time. Except for two things. High interest rates will burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Smart, right? Truehold will make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others. It's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, or secure your retirement. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Sometimes the best time to prune trees is when they're dormant or with no leaves on them. For ISA certified arborists, it helps them see what branches may need to be pruned or removed. Dormant season pruning can also help lessen problems associated with insects and diseases and help create structurally stronger trees that can better handle heavy wet snows or ice buildup. Contact an ISA certified arborist to get the best professional advice on keeping your trees healthy and safe. Go to treesforohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Have you ever thought about having a podiatric physician examine your feet? Doctors of Podiatric Medicine set broken bones, perform wound care, and remove bunions. Common health issues that they treat include ingrown or fungal nails, corns, warts, and skin problems like athlete's foot. Foot exams are easy and can prevent many foot problems. If you can't walk, work, or enjoy sports activities without pain, what are you waiting for? To find a podiatric physician who is a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. We're looking at quiet weather as we head into the start of the evening, but as the night goes on, rain chances will be back in the region. Temperatures overnight will fall below freezing, so watch out for a little bit of isolated mix as the system exits overnight. Dry weather will be back in place for Saturday. Temperatures in the upper 30s to near 40 will be back up into the 50s with more clouds Sunday. Temperatures staying in the 50s next week. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Tool of the Week, Friday. If you're a new listener, it's very simple. You tell us who you think is a tool. Tool being bad.
Right.
Okay? Not like Tool of the Week is like, hey, Maynard James Keenan. No. That's not what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Tool of the Week, tweet us at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Are you ready for a little fat boy?
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Hey, Jenny's Ice Cream is back at it. A special flavor for a special day. Apparently, it's Breakfast Day on Saturday.
Okay.
And so they have a new flavor of ice cream. They're hosting breakfast or ice cream for Breakfast Day on February 1st. Hey, that's tomorrow from 9 a.m. to noon. They're going to have these special flavors for the special day. Limited edition Blueberry Johnny Cakes pint. This breakfast-inspired flavor features cornbread pancakes and blueberry maple jam in buttery sweet cream. That sounds pretty good.
I mean, sure, that sounds delicious.
Also, No, that's it, I guess.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
that's the flavor.
That's the special flavor.
All right,
They're going to have
well, there
other
you
things
go.
like smoothies and crap like that.
Well,
but-
I'm glad they're not doing like eggs Benedict in ice cream. That would be. I'm sorry. I would not go for that.
No,
That
they're going to
does
have
not sound
donuts
good.
and cinnamon rolls and all sorts of stuff. So tomorrow at Jenny's from 9 a.m. to noon. I assume it's at every location. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Check
All
their
right.
website for details.
There you go. This is not something I would want, but I know a lot of you like pickles. Grillo's Pickles. Their Valentine's Day bouquet is the gift you didn't know you needed, but it's there. Apparently, if you go to their website, you can order one of these do-it-yourself kits that allows you to create an unforgettable, edible arrangement.
Unforgettable edible.
Yeah. Each kit includes a coupon for a jar of Grillo's Pickles, so you can go buy some at your grocery store. Then you get a foam base, tissue paper, some floral filler, a custom pickle vase, skewers, and a personalized card for you to fill out. And then what you do is you go get the pickles, you put them on the skewers, and you arrange all this yourself. So basically, they're giving you all the tools to make like a flower arrangement and then telling you buy a jar of pickles and put those in there instead. I guess that's fine. If you really like pickles, maybe your significant other will really love this. Or it's just weird. But I'm telling you because it's Fat Boy Food Tip and pickles seem like a thing that some of us may like. Not me. And how about this? A woman in Alabama. They had last week they had a bad blizzard, snowstorm went through the South, right? A lot of people were surprised by that. It took a lot more snow than they ever were used to down there. Well, a woman who was 9+ months pregnant, Shania Bennett, was in her car and went into labor while they were in this snowstorm. She was out in her car, couldn't get anywhere, tried to get to the hospital, had to pull over. Pulled over in a parking lot where her and her partner, Keon Mitchell, and their 4-year-old son, Legend, was in the back seat. But it was time for the baby, so they got to work and helped deliver a healthy baby. She said, I couldn't believe this was happening. I never thought something like this would happen to me. The parking lot where this happened to be a Krispy Kreme Donuts parking lot. And so the baby was healthy. The name they gave the baby was Dallas Amir. Nice name. But the nickname they've given him, I thought you would enjoy. His nickname is Glaze.
Nice.
Because he was born in a Krispy Kreme
So you got
parking
two
lot.
kids. One's named Legend and the other one's named Glaze.
I like it.
It's not bad.
It's good. And she said about young Glaze, she said he's so sweet. He rarely cries. He's just a chill, happy little guy. He did measure 5 pounds, 14 ounces, given a clean bill of health. So just a little undersized, but that's all right. He's doing well. Let him live. That's great.
I think the record is for the biggest baby ever born.
Biggest?
Like heaviest, largest.
I feel like it's somewhere in the 12 to 13 pound range, but I could be totally off.
Vaginally.
I didn't do the research on this.
I bet you there, if you Google it, Teddy, I want you to Google largest vaginal birth. Maybe throw human in there.
Oh,
I'm going to give you like a blue whale birth or something.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Teddy's got the answer. He's right here.
The internet tells me that the largest baby ever recorded was born in Seville, Ohio, January 19th, 1879.
Oh, okay.
The baby weighed 22 pounds and was 28 inches.
BS. I don't believe it.
Unfortunately, the baby died 11 hours after birth. Well, sorry about that. But I don't know.
I'm surprised the baby didn't just punch his way right out.
1879, so maybe the numbers were a little fudged.
Right. Did they mention that the mother was like, yes, I'm 17 months pregnant. Is that not normal? No, it's not. This was way too long.
22 pounds.
Yeah, how did the baby get to 22 pounds?
Bone, are you arguing with the internet's?
I'm arguing more with 1870s record keeping. That's what I'm arguing with, actually.
All right.
No, I don't know how anybody does that.
Let me tell people, let's tell people what we're going to do in the month of March. So we've had this thing that we've done for many years called, bracket madness, whatever madness, whether it's dessert madness or appetizer madness. And it's the NCAA tournament. We take 64 things. We debate about it. We crown one winner. And that's, our little dumb sports radio thing that we do. We're going to do that again this year.
Oh, yes, we are.
But we're going to kick it up to the next level. So what we've decided to do is put together a tournament of 64 very real and very local pizza restaurants.
Yep.
And we have been working behind the scenes to eat as much pizza as humanly possible.
We're going to continue this quest
That's
because we still
correct.
have another month to go before this will really kick off.
So that we can have as much experience as necessary to make judgment on all of these places. Local chains will also be included. So like, a Jets or a Pizza Hut or a Flyers or Massey's, something like that.
We'll do the national chains if we need to. We will definitely do the local chains like Donato's and Massey's and all that, right?
Yes, but this is a chance for local pizza places to shine.
Yeah.
And really show their stuff. And we know that in the pizza world, things can get very competitive. And that's where we're counting on you as well. It's not just going to be us eating the pizzas and telling you what we think and which one's better. It's going to be on you campaigning for your favorite pizza place.
Yeah, we definitely are going to need your help on this. A lot of times we've done this in the past. We spend a minute or two on the air being like, ice cream sandwich or drumstick, and then we argue about it for a minute and we're like, all right, that's good. We're going to try to be more scientific with this because we realize these are like, people's businesses that are going to be
absolutely
involved. So we will have some way for you to vote, probably social media related. We're going to try to get the bracket out ahead of time so you can actually look it over and not just have, if you miss one day, you'll be able to go participate in this beforehand.
Correct.
So that we can really get some good voting on it and try to determine the best pizza in Columbus through this tournament.
Now, we have a pretty significant list of local pizza places that we're going to include on here. But if you own a local pizzeria and you want to be considered for our 64 Pizzeria Bracket Contest, please do get in touch with us. You can tweet the program at ManandBone971. You can text us on the burner phone, 614-787-3093. I will tell you that the winner of this tournament not only will see an increase in their business, I mean, I can almost guarantee that. We will also provide you with a pretty nifty trophy for you to display in your place of business. And I got to tell you, if you tell people you got a Man and Bone trophy, that's just like Guy Fieri coming to your place.
We haven't fully worked out the design, but what we do know is that it will vibrate.
Oh, you absolutely.
I don't know if it will.
No, it will.
It may. Who can say?
I'm excited about this.
Oh, me too.
You know who's not excited about this?
Who's that?
My wife. I told her last night about this.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is just an excuse for you to eat a bunch of pizza and get fat.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is. Look, it's my favorite thing. There's nothing I love more than pizza. And I know that nothing in America divides us more than pizza. Maybe you're thinking, the fetuses. Nope. Let me tell you something. I have heard people debate about pizzas. It is the one thing that turns us into true animals, where you can say, I don't know, I had this one, but it's not really my favorite. I think the sauce is a little. You're stupid. Yeah. That's the best pizza ever. You're dumb. You go to jail, and your mom's a whore. Oh. I don't know if it's my favorite. No, it's the best. Pizza divides us. So, of course, this is just one little tournament. Whoever wins, it's not going to change your favorite, but we figured this is a nice way to celebrate local business and pizza.
Yeah. We've been asked to do this for years, and for a while we thought, well, do we really want to dive into this? But at some point, yes. I think we've been resisting something that always was the pinnacle of what this tournament could be, right? This is, to me, this is the type of thing that I could see us even doing possibly every year if people enjoy it. Now, if you hate it, we'll drop it like a bad habit after this year. But if you like us doing this and you participate in it, well, maybe we'll do it again next year. But this year is going to be, I hope, the inaugural, what are we even calling it? Like
Pizza Madness.
Pizza Madness.
Pizza Madness.
Man and Bones Pizza Madness.
I also got to tell you, it has, whether you spend money on this radio station or not, has no bearing on your standing in this tournament.
No.
Whatsoever.
No.
I give you my word as a human.
And I think, we're still working out all the rules, but like if you're a bar and you serve pizza,
absolutely,
but you are known for that,
absolutely,
we are going to consider you in that. Yes. So it's not just a pizza place.
You want to throw your hat in the ring? Get in touch with us. I am aware that not everybody listens to this program, even though they should. So if you're going to pick up pizza tonight at your favorite place, tell them about it.
Yeah.
Tell them about what we're going to do. And they don't have to do anything special, right?
Right.
We'll get the pies on our own. We're not angling for free pies. We're not going to turn it down, but
we'll take care of all that. We'll figure it out. Ted actually today was like, "Man, what if you haven't eaten these pizzas before?" I'm like, "Ted, that's what we're going to do. We're going to eat a lot of pizza.
We're going to eat a lot of pizza, and there's a lot of bread that will be consumed.
Tyvus Powell just
as
walked
he's
in.
eating a bag of combos right now. I guess there's no bread. That's just crackers. But it's no bread. Tool of the week is next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. And we've got a couple-minute delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
There's a lot on the line in a divorce. Your home, savings, retirement, maybe even kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions it can take, you really need a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. We're committed to helping protect your personal interests and the life you've built. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Talk to us today.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
It's a different world today than it was 30 years ago when I started Care Heating and Cooling. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, 30 years ago, you were the first to warn of companies using service technicians as salespeople, of abusing the trust that a service technician has. With the big conglomerates now buying companies all over Central Ohio, this has become the normal business model.
It's all about greed. The conglomerates know they can make a lot more money by incentivizing their technicians to sell furnaces instead of fixing them. They train their techs to take advantage of a customer when they are the most vulnerable.
Dad, that is not how we were taught. In 2024, Care Heating and Cooling was awarded a BBB Torch Award for ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Tool of the Week.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
All right, just one more pizza thing I want to say, then we move on to Tool of the Week.
All right.
Because I didn't mention this. All styles are welcome here. This is not just like a thin crust, Columbus style, tavern style. I mean, that's great if you have that. But if you're a New York slice place, if you're a Detroit place, if you're a Neapolitan, wood fire, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Any pizza will be considered. All right, Tool of the Week.
This one.
No, go
hold
ahead.
on. Oh, sorry.
The best tool, according to us, gets a $50 gift card to the Walrus. The Walrus, your downtown home for sports with 24 mega TVs. All right, go ahead, Bo.
10-10-10 says my huevos rancheros.
That's completely wrong.
My tool of the week is the knucklehead driver eating a bowl of cereal while waiting for the light on Dublin Road and Grandview Road. Dude, seriously, GTH and go to jail immediately.
Look, a single-fisted, like a burrito, maybe a burger.
Yeah.
Even if a little bit falls out, that's perfectly acceptable. A bowl of cereal, ridiculous.
How are you?
Ridiculous.
I mean, when you're driving, you have to hold it with one hand. You only can eat that when you're stopped.
Maybe it's Lenny Kravitz. Maybe he can hold it with something else.
I didn't think of that. That's true. Maybe that is the case. Dustin says, my Solana Papadillas.
Degenerate Knee-Bone.
Tool of the week goes to my one buddy, Zach. Long story short, our friend group is planning watch parties for both nights of the Westminster Dog Show.
Oh, yes, Westminster.
He then says in parentheses, we bet on it.
On the dog show?
Yes.
You got to call the number on the back of the lottery ticket.
I love that. That's awesome. I love that.
You got it. 1-800-GAMBLER. Call it.
Tuesday night is a potluck to make walking tacos. You know what a walking taco is?
Yes, I do.
All right.
It's like a Frito pie.
Yeah, but you put it in a bag.
Right.
You open up a bag of chips, you pour all the stuff in, you eat it. He said, instead, my friend is insisting on tortillas. What a buzzkill. Hashtag GTH. Okay.
What, like flour tortillas?
Yeah, but the point is it's supposed to be a walking taco.
Then it's not
and
a walking taco.
He's like, no, I want tortillas. And it's like, right, that's dumb.
Then you're just making yourself a taco.
Yeah.
It's a regular old taco.
What I want to say is Dustin started off by saying, long story short, what I really wish is I want long story long on that one because One, you're telling me you're having multiple night watch parties for the Westminster Dog Show. Then you're telling me you gamble on said dog show. Then you're telling me there's a potluck involved. And the idea for the potluck, you could have done anything. Chili, whatever, wings. You decided, let's do walking taco potluck, which is awesome. And your friend is like, I have an edit. Your friend needs to be deleted from the friend group, is what I say.
Also, I would like to have a conversation with the Mel Kiper of dog shows.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know these people exist. Like, don't sleep on this one. This one's from Lima. It's a Corgi.
First of all, the Spaniel's good. He's talented. He's physical. He's going to get after it. I like that. I want a Mel
Comes
Kiper.
from a good Christian family.
I have a line. His mom's a bitch. Like, it is, you know. It's true.
Why didn't you just say it?
No, I had a preface. It's a line. It's just a line. I don't use that word
Just
except for
say it.
If you're in dog world, it's fine. I don't just go around casually throwing it out. It's dog world. It's allowed. What's the male in that? What do they? Is that a
The
stud?
booch.
No, they have
The
a
bitch and the
stud.
booch.
They have a stud. I don't know what they do. Anyway, Joseph says my lunatic fringe converts.
I love a good basement.
My tools of the week are anyone who thinks just because OSU won the ship that questioning whether or not Day should continue to be the head coach was at the time unreasonable or unhinged. At the time, there was no evidence that the team could do what it did. No apologies. None necessary, Joseph. I agree with you. I'm not apologizing.
I don't apologize.
That's right.
I mean, I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy to be wrong.
I said it before. I accept Ryan Day's apology.
That's exactly
Thank
right.
you for winning a championship. I accept
forgiven.
your apology. Yeah,
You're my
that's
guy.
right. BG says, hey.
Timing up that disc.
There we go. My tool of the week is whoever or whomever. I never know which one to use. Uploaded the podcast earlier this week. Probably Cole's fault. Had a ton of static throughout the episode. Thursday's episode was much better, so thank you, Ted, for coming back. Hashtag GTH. It wasn't Cole's fault.
It wasn't Cole's fault.
The stream had issues on
It was
Wednesday.
every show had that issue.
Yeah, we're sorry.
All the shows. It's just that nobody listens to the other shows, so nobody noticed.
It was
But
recorded. That's not true. No. We got emails about all the shows. Just emails out the wazoo.
Wazoo, the big wazoo.
That's right. Dalton says, my guys.
Would you like to touch my monkey?
Unfortunately, I am the tool of the week. Last night before I went to bed, I ate a whole box of semi-stale Little Debbie Christmas trees. Woke up 15 minutes later with stomach acid in my windpipe. I eventually coughed it out. LOL.
The acid?
Whoa. I didn't know you. Ooh, that sounds bad. I'm glad you were able to get it out of there, but oof. No fun. I don't like that. Epitome of stupidity, says my guys.
Wow, man, listen to me.
My tools of the week are you two apparently nice guys.
What?
Why has it taken this long to get to Hateful Fridays? Phil with Hate Friday? Fridays with Anger? Whatever we're going to end up calling it. Get some bigger wallets because this is going to pull in some sponsors. Can you imagine if we did go and it's like Cardinal Health presents Hatin' Fridays on the Fan? Like, that would just be...
Hey, you know what, though? It's a good way to get your stresses out.
I'm trying to think of the most ridiculous sponsor we could get for, like, hate-filled Fridays. Rock City Church presents Hate-Filled Friday. Like, I don't think they would do it, right? They would have too many morals for that. They wouldn't go for that. But maybe. Insert clever name here says, my tools of the week are you dopes for forgetting It Ain't Over Till It's Over by Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, I have forgotten that one. I'm sorry that I did.
I'm sorry I forgot it, too. Maybe if you played it for me.
Maybe if you hum a few bars. Yeah. Meat Sweat says, my guys.
I was going for the Triple Crown up until I got the hemorrhoid.
I had a 9-leg plus 6,156 round parlay set up this weekend, and I was sitting at 8-9. Oh, sitting at 8-9. All I needed was the Commanders to cover with the 6.5. Not only didn't they cover, but they embarrassed themselves. So the Commanders are my tool of the week. You know what?
Should have taken that payout.
Toss Timmy Hall, too, for being a fan. But, okay. I don't think it's Timmy's fault. He was mad, too.
Yeah, it is Timmy's fault.
Yeah, fine.
Hell with him.
Mets Bets says, my Carfagna's homemade sausages.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
My tool of the week is on Jimothy Rome for moving his show from 12 to 3 to 3 to 6 after 25 years or whatever. Queen's voice.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
GTH.
Who moved this show?
Jim Rome.
Oh, Jim Rome?
Apparently moved to 3 to 6. So now we're competing with him?
Where is he now?
I don't know. CBS Sports on TV only? I don't know. He is still the pimp in the box, right? Is he still doing the jungle? Does he do that whole gimmick?
I think so. I mean, once you have a gimmick like that, I mean, are we still doing our stupid fart all the time?
He's been around
two dumb
for
idiots
longer than
gimmick?
us. All right. Tony says, don't have a new tool of the week, but I have an update on my parents moving to Michigan for a cult. Remember this?
Oh my God, yes. I'm actually looking forward to this update.
Siblings and I confronted them, and to no one's surprise, it made no difference. They officially sold their house last night, and they moved mid-April.
Wow.
As for me, I'm going back to therapy.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Wow,
I don't want to make jokes about that because that sounds like a hell of a situation for your family, but I hope that things improve, and maybe once they get there, they'll realize they made a big mistake, and I don't know. That just sounds like bad news.
I'm going to say the same thing I said about the dog competition, which is the mom's a bitch, right? It's a dog thing. I'm just talking about the dogs again. What's wrong with you?
Pick a winner.
Nut guy. Or wait, no, that's not. That's
Don't
not.
give it to the
I was
cult
gonna
guy
give
again.
No. I was going to read another one, but we're out of time. Let's see. I don't know. Which one do you like? Do you want the? I think we should give it to the guy who's having the Westminster dog thing. No.
What about stomach acid guy?
Oh, where's stomach acid guy? Where's he at?
He was the first one that you read, I think.
No, he wasn't. It's Dalton. Dalton. He had the Little Debbie Christmas trees. Let's give it to him. That's fine.
Dalton Books. That was a bookstore, wasn't it? Dalton?
Yeah, you're right.
I thought he'd be bigger.
What?
It's lost on him. He's never seen Roadhouse. He doesn't know the reference. You idiots.
I'm just a common man, drive a common van.
Dalton gets a $50 gift card to the Walrus. The Walrus, your downtown home for sports with 24 mega TVs. All right, back page next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 10-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the right lane on northbound 315. After 670, it will be stop and go from Town Street. And things are slow on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt from Livingston Avenue to I-70. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Visit The Waterworks online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Bone, did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus has over 30 TVs, 2 massive video walls? They even have recliners, a full-service bar and restaurant, a betting counter, and over 30 kiosks?
I did know that, but I also know that you can reserve a table right now at Hollywood Casino Columbus at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook and guarantee your spot and get some game day swag while you do it. Just visit hollywoodcolumbus.com/casino/sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
The New Year's celebration has come and gone, but my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin are still offering those great deals. Rich is sticking with rates starting as low as 0% and leases starting from only $249 a month. Test drive the Prologue, the new all-electric SUV from Honda. And how about the very popular CR-V LX all-wheel drive? A 25 lease is only $349 a month for 36 months with $19.99 down. See the dealer for all these amazing details. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate
today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
Next on Metro's Nada Yada Island podcast.
I almost fainted when the 4 new bombshells arrived. 4 free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G phones at Metro.
No way.
And finding out the 4th line is free. Oh, things got heated.
That's wild. Join Metro and get 4 free Samsung 5G phones. Only at Metro.
Plus tax. Bring 4 numbers and an ID and sign up for any Metro Flex plan. Not available currently at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Now's a great time to save on fresh Heritage Farm boneless chicken breasts. They're on sale for just $2.49 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes hit the road for a Big Ten battle with Illinois.
Live fan coverage starts Sunday at noon with the Tip at 1.
Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony. I got to tell you, when you don't have the support you need, it affects everything. Feet, knees, hips, back, even your mood. I finally went to the Good Feet store, and once I was personally fitted for my arch supports, I felt a ton better. I will never wear another pair of shoes again without sliding in my personally fit Good Feet arch supports. That's because they help me eliminate my foot pain. It's such a good feeling knowing that I can be on my feet and not worrying about I'm going to wake up with low back pain or feel a weakness somewhere. I trust the Good Feet store because for more than 30 years, they've helped thousands of people just like me get back to feeling comfort on a daily basis. They take pleasure in that. And it's their personal 3-step system designed to support, balance, and strengthen your feet that guides them into their ideal position. I'm the proof. I wear them every day, even when I'm biking at the gym. So go in, take the free test walk at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway and on Stringtown Road in Grove City or goodfeet.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeyes Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeyes Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell.
Oh, you guys. Man, Bone, I missed you guys. I haven't seen y'all all week.
Missed you too. You haven't been working.
Where you been? You know.
Not working, huh?
Here and there. No, I work. I work.
Uh-huh.
Haven't seen you around here in a while.
That's you know what's the crazy thing is? You're in charge of the schedule.
That's right. I seem to recall someone offering you a nice little shift, and you said, no, I've got to have family time. Can't make it that day.
Yeah, you know what,
sir?
I felt like I've neglected them enough, Tim.
Tyvis, I have a question for you because in the last segment we were talking about Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Well, you were referencing it. Timmy was. Mike has never seen Roadhouse. Am I wrong, Common?
I have not seen it.
You got to watch it. It's a classic.
It's a classic.
You got to watch it.
That's why I don't want to watch it.
Why?
Because I gotta.
You gotta.
I'm not
gotta. Ted. I'm me.
All right.
You gotta.
All right. Well, Tyvis, have you ever seen Roadhouse?
Not the old one, but I've seen the new one. And
you seen it?
I seen it. It was pretty good. What's wrong with you? Lock in. Yeah. I
just like that hat, right? LTFI. Lock the something in. That's what you need to do, Mike.
Let him,
Jim Knowles' hat.
I'm sorry.
Let him know.
I don't even know where to get Roadhouse. What's it streaming on?
I know a guy.
I don't.
What do you mean you know a guy?
I know a guy that can get you some stuff. You know.
What's his name? Like Jimmy Samsung?
I can't.
I went to school with Johnny Roku.
I'm not going to disclose his name, but okay. I know a guy that can get you anything that you want. Pay-per-view. Late adult shows.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Adult shows, that's called the internet. It's the hub.
What? Adult shows.
What year am I in? Are you selling to Scrambler boxes?
I know a guy. I just know a guy.
Do you have one of those unlocked sticks. Is that what you're talking about?
Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
One of these secret sticks.
What
huh?
type of stuff do you watch on the secret stick?
Well, so last night I was sitting up there and I wanted to watch, some older movies, some movies that came out in like the 90s.
Oh, man, those are so old.
Like
very old.
For me it is.
Oldies like Gladiator.
I watched that recently. I went back and re-watched it.
The original.
The original,
hits.
the first one. It still has that juice to it. So
Want to know why? Because it's the greatest movie of all time.
You feel that? I told
Oh, my God.
what's funny? I was sitting there watching it, and because it came on TV, and my wife was sitting there, and she was like, "What is this?" I said, "Baby, this is arguably, some people say, the greatest movie of all time."
Some people.
She watched it for 15 seconds and walked out and said, "No." So there you go. Just want to let you know.
Right,
that.
so when the wife's not around, do you take advantage of?
Yeah, as you know, it's funny you bring that up. Last night I was sitting up there, and I was like, you know what? I haven't really looked at these channels because I don't really watch TV like that. So I'm flipping through the thing, and I get to he got it broken down in sections. It's basic cable, premium like HBO and all those things, and then all the way at the bottom, like hidden. It says adults.
Oh, adults.
So
You're an adult.
Are these like channels or like actual?
This is categories.
Programs.
These is categories.
Categories.
Yeah. So I was like, what is this? I'm interested, So I click it. And when I click it, it was like 200 different categories of adult things that people might be into. And I said,
what did you click on?
The wife's downstairs. So let me just see real quick. Let me just see. And I clicked.
What did you click on? What did you click? I don't even know. Sisters.
Well, I was, it was weird. So I'm like, well, I just picked one, and it just so happened to be.
What? Just so happened to be. Just a random selection.
What?
Say it.
Just a random selection.
Said something like blacks on blonde or something like that. So I clicked it. I clicked it.
It was right next to the one that said Buckeyes, but it was spelled a little off, right? It had a couple K's in there.
So I was like, when I seen it, I was like, oh wow.
Oh wow.
And then I heard the footsteps, so I hurry up and clicked
off. Back to Gladiator.
This is just research. I mean, there is swordplay involved in all these movies that you're talking. Gladiator, the other ones. There's swordplay involved.
Gotta educate ourselves,
It's weirder stuff in Gladiator.
I've been doing Tri-State Men's Health. It's my low T shots and stuff is really.
Yeah.
You can't see Tyvus, but he's fisting right now.
There's a lot of hand motions.
He's pumping and fisting.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
Mm-hmm.
Full strength.
You got the stick. You got
back.
Blacks on blondes. You got it all.
Back with the stick.
All right, what's coming up? What's coming up on the Buckeyes show tonight?
Oh, God. Tonight. Too hot. Woo. Hey, Buckeyes got a big win out there in Happy Valley.
Big win
last night.
Are you going to torch the officials in that game?
Oh, my
Please
God.
do. I hate them.
Oh, my God.
Officials? They're just people.
No,
they called like 34 fouls in the second half. It was absurd. So they got another big game coming up on Sunday at Illinois. Illinois is wrap for the picking right now. Jake Diebler is going to join the show 6:30 tonight to talk about the 3-game win streak and the game coming up against Illinois. And a big Power 5 at the end of the hour. Dane Sonsenbacher is going to jump in. We're going to have some fun for the whole 6 o'clock hour. Do a little bit more fun on the Friday. And Dan Orlovsky has sort of spawned the Power 5 segment that we're going to do at the end of the hour.
Oof.
It's going to be Reese's themed.
Will you ask Jake Diebler if he has an illegal fire stick? Yes. You know what? There's a $5 in it for you if you do.
Mm-hmm. Just a $5.
Just the $5. Not made of money now.
How about a salted nut roll?
Oh, now we're talking.
You know how he's going to sidestep that question? He's going to say, I don't watch TV because I watch tape and stuff.
Well, that's right.
That's true.
Jake, do you get your TV illegally or do you pay for it?
Buckeyes show, top of the hour, right here on the Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Mike, I didn't know this was going on. Your gal, Olympic gold medalist Gabby Thomas.
My gal.
She alleges a group of male stalkers have followed her through an airport after harassing her online. No. So apparently she posted a photo from the WNBA's 3-on-3 Unrivaled League in Miami. And then as she was walking through the airport, I guess people online had been kind of harassing her about whatever she posted. And then they said there were some 3 to 6 middle-aged men who had access to her private flight information and tracked her movements across multiple cities, including Chicago and Miami. So they said that she is now saying she needs a private security detail. So yeah, that's no good.
Gabby, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I want you to be rest assured that I will never do that to you. I just admire you from afar. I would never approach you, nothing like that. Except I will be at the Winter Olympics next year, and I demand a picture.
And your wife has apparently said the hall pass is in play.
She said I could go for it if I want to.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gabby is excited about that.
You don't think she'd go for me, Tyvus?
You never know. You could charm her.
Is there a channel on your Fire Stick where it's hot goddess Olympic athletes, chubby middle-aged white men?
American Italians.
Yeah, I'll do some research tonight when everybody goes to bed. I'll let you know.
Common Man, I've been doing research for a long time. I've seen no such thing, but I will also do more research just in case. And a happy 95th birthday to Gene Hackman. Let him live.
Gene.
Legendary actor.
My guy.
Coach Norman Dale.
Yeah, star of Hoosiers, among many other great roles. But there you go.
No, Gene Hackman once upon a time was offered the role of Mike Brady on the Brady Bunch. Turned it down. Probably the best move he ever made. Because if he was on that show, then he gets typecast, can't do anything else.
He's one of Teddy's favorite films, Unforgiven. He's the bad sheriff of the town.
All right, Buckeye show's next. More talk about illegal Fire Stick, and Jake Diebler will be on the program in about half hour. We'll see you Monday. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident if you're traveling on southbound 71 on the south side after US 62. And there's a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by AEP Ohio. Falling behind on your electric bill? AEP Ohio can help with payment assistant programs. Take their quick 2-minute survey to find your options. Visit aepohio.com/billhelp today to get started. That's aepohio.com/billhelp. I'm Nicole. For 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This Action Update is sponsored by Logan Services. Free furnace with the purchase of an AC. 9 days now until the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are a 1.5-point favorite. The Chiefs and Purple Gatorade are going for the three-peat this year. Totals in the Super Bowl are exactly even, 28-1. This year's over-under is 48.5. For your Logan Services Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All three under $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with third row seating. All three under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
When was the last time you had your plumbing inspected? Small issues such as tiny leaks or old water heaters can quickly turn into big problems if they're not caught early. Take action with Logan Services and schedule a free winter plumbing safety inspection to help keep your home running smoothly. Schedule your free inspection now and experience the fast, friendly service you've come to expect from Logan Services.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
I'm an old school Joe, and my philosophy is real simple and effective. It's not what you win or lose, it's what you save. And betting reduced juice at Prime Sports Ohio is the way to save money on every single bet. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100 and be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get ready to make the big game even bigger at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. With 2 massive jumbotrons, over 50 feet of screen, and more than 30 TVs, you won't miss a single play, touchdown, or highlight. Fuel your game with mouthwatering food and bucket specials. Plus, warm up with our pregame cornhole toss for your chance to win big before kickoff. Reserve your table now for the best seat in the house. Visit HollywoodColumbus.com for more details. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Kevin Hart with some exciting news. I am coming to a city near you. My new tour is called Acting My Age, and I want to see you there. Come out, have a good night, a good time. It's all new material in a much, much more intimate setting. Go get your tickets and head to KevinHartNation.com now.
Comedy superstar Kevin Hart brings his new tour, Acting My Age, to Schottenstein Center on Friday, May 16th. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com and KevinHartNation.com.